Oh boy, we got a doozy for you here tonight. The YurView Game of the Week is in Alexandria for the premier game in the South as the 9-0 Neville Tigers take on the Alexandria Senior High Trojans. It's the YurView Game of the Week presented by McDonald's. Hello everyone, Jeff Lerma along with my broadcast partner Greg Bowser, and we are going to give you a treat here tonight. Two teams that have been absolutely fantastic all season long. Here they are, both 9-0 in the regular season finale, playing for a district championship. They are going to leave it all on the line here tonight. It does not get any better than this, Greg.
No, it doesn't. When you get into November in high school football, that's playoff time. That's when you set the seedings, when you get yourself right. These teams coming in here undefeated, Jeff. That's big for high school football. That's rare that you get two powerhouses that are undefeated at this stage of the season.
And we are going to see one of the best running backs in the country. He's committed to LSU, J.T. Lindsey.
For J.T. Lindsey coming in over 1,500 yards rushing, 21 touchdowns, and he's just amazing in leading his offense. His team, by the way, they're on a 5-game winning streak. Nobody can seem to stop this offense, and we'll see what happens tonight.
No, they have been very impressive, but they are going up against one of the best defenses in the state, this Neville Tiger squad.
Well, that's the one thing you got to do. When you get to this point in the game, both of them are undefeated, so you know they can play really good football. It's just a matter of who minimizes the turnover, minimizes the mistakes, and puts the ball in the end zone when they get an opportunity. This should be a heck of a game.
Brody Watley leads that Neville Tigers defense. He's committed to TCU, but it's their safeties that are very good for their first-year head coach, Mike Collins. It's senior night here at Ash, and we have a great one for you. Kickoff when we come back on YurView.
Game Time on YurView is brought to you by McDonald's. Download the McDonald's app today and get free large fries with $1 minimum purchase. Butcher Air Conditioning, a name you can trust. Egan Insurance, a Higginbotham partner, family to family, business to business. Get Ree's Catfish, feeding your family like ours since 1976. Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge, progress and performance that never stands still. Catch every game live or on demand at watch.yurview.com.
At Nick's Refrigeration, more goes into servicing your AC and heating system than you realize.
Go! That's it! Good job! Good job!
Bring it higher.
Turn it up, boy! Get it done!
Good morning, Nick's Refrigeration.
Nick's Refrigeration, we are ready to serve your AC heating needs.
Butcher, a name you can trust.
Right now, get rebates and special financing during Butcher's 75-year anniversary celebration.
It's hard to stop a train.
Purple and gold is what makes a night.
And back here in Alexandria at Butch Stoker Stadium. Jeff Lerma along with Greg Bowser for this battle of unbeatens. Alexandria Senior High taking on the Neville Tigers. Let's bring in the third member of our broadcast crew. He's used to playing in big games, the former national champion LSU Tiger and Parkview Baptist star, Derry Beckwith.
Guys, this is without a doubt two of the best teams in the state of Louisiana. But with both teams being so evenly matched, you can throw analytics out the window. This game will be simple. Who can tackle better? Who can block better? Who doesn't turn over the football? That's who's going to win this football game. This is a tremendous atmosphere. I heard the horns going off. They're about to blow off my ears. I think I'm ready to go out there and bust some heads. What you think, Jeff?
I I never played football beyond high school, Greg, and I want to strap on the helmet and put on some shoulder pads here tonight. Let's take a look at our keys to the game. Tonight's keys brought to you by Egan Insurance. Egan Insurance, a Higginbotham partner, family to family.
Well, let's start with the visiting Neville team. They've got to, defensively, they got to get some stops. They just can't let the other team move the football. They've got to get stops and get the running game going so they can protect their defense. For Alexandria, keys very simple. Right, JT Lindsay tell you they can't stop. They don't think they can stop him, so just see plenty of JT Lindsay tonight. And then they got to pressure the quarterback on the defensive side. Don't give him a lot of time to hit the big play.
Alexandria Senior High will get the ball first. There's a look at our two head coaches. Mike Collins, the veteran coach, in his first season though as the head coach at Neville. Thomas Bachman in his 10th season as at Alexandria Senior High. He led the Trojans to a state championship game in 2020 where they lost to Acadiana in gut-wrenching fashion. Final game of the regular season, and it doesn't get any bigger than this. These two teams will not be playing next week because they will be getting first-round bye, so they can lay it all out on the line here tonight.
Will be kicking off for the Tigers. JT and Washington back to
JT Lindsay and Darius Washington ready to return for Alexandria Senior High. This place is packed here at Butch Stoker Stadium. Yerger on the approach, and we are underway. A high kick that is going to be taken at the 9-yard line by Darius Washington, and Washington gets stuck right there at the 25-yard line. Coming up and making the hit was John Powell for the Neville Tigers. Carson Sellers, your starting quarterback for Alexandria Senior High. They will actually play two different quarterbacks here tonight. We'll also see Max Gassett, but Sellers is the sophomore. They're both sophomores, in fact. Sellers at 6'1", 170 pounds. He's completed nearly 70% of his passes, 1,420 yards, 23 touchdowns on the season. Not much of a threat to run the football. JT Lindsay, the LSU commitment, he's number 6. Expect him to get a ton of carries here tonight, and he gets the ball on the first play from scrimmage, and he is still on his feet, close to that first down yard marker, and he ended up picking up 9 yards. Here's your starting lineups, brought to you by Nick's Refrigeration, your comfort specialist, as Ash plays some up-tempo offense. Aiden Price, you look at that offensive line as they pick up the first down. That offensive line, Aiden Price, Caleb Pearl is your center. There's a look at it again. Jacoby Morris, who is a senior and a captain on this team. Connor Reed is the right guard, and Peter Lofton plays at tackle. First down and 10. Ash looks to throw. Sellers sets up the screen, and he threw it behind the intended receiver as they were trying to get the football to Darius Washington. That'll give us an opportunity to look at Neville's starting lineup. Again, brought to you by Nick's Refrigeration. Brody is heading to TCU. Jacoby Collins, Connor Vincent, Robert Graves is an outstanding player. Cameron Riley is a Raging Cajun commitment. Jaden Reed, also a terrific player in the secondary. Again, trying to set up the screen. That time it works out. And staying on his feet was Jimmy Duncan. Duncan ends up picking up the first down, and the Trojans are moving the football.
Well, it's a good play. Just a quick screen out to Duncan and get him the ball in space, gets a few blockers out in front of him, and then he just picks up, does the rest of it on his own. First down.
And our first down is brought to you by Resources for Human Development. Together we're better. Together we're RHD. Lindsay, another carry. A lot of white jerseys there, and then they finally knock him out of bounds. But he ends up very close to another first down there, Greg.
Well, you know, Lindsay, when you watch him run, Jeff, he just kind of glides. It's so effortlessly. And you can tell why that's why he's a big-time running back.
An LSU commitment runs the 110.8. The 222.08, also a member on the 400, 800, and 1600 meter relay teams. He's ranked as the 6th best player in the state of Louisiana by On3.com. Our first penalty of the night, and the legal procedure penalty, will knock Ash back 5 yards. This is a Trojans offense averaging 49 points a game. Carson Sellers, as I mentioned, the starting quarterback, a young man that really understands the game, sees things really well, gives the good coaches good feedback on the sidelines after playing a series, and he's played well. He's got a good supporting cast and a mature young man. They run the football. This is Vaughn Darbon. Darbon gets out to the outside, and he's all the way inside the 35, tackled by Robert Graves, who's got over 60 tackles on the season.
Oh, yeah, this is an offense, Jeff, that has scored at least 31 points in every ball game they've played. So they're going to put points on the board. You got to figure out a way to stop them and slow them down a little bit at least.
2nd down and 3 now for Ash, as they got 2 running backs back there. Lindsey along with Sellers, and a big hit there as they gave the ball to Jimmy Duncan, and a bunch of white jerseys there led by Brody Watley, the TCU commitment, who's got over 50 tackles on the season. And they'll bring up our first 3rd down of the ball game. 3rd down and 2 here for Ash.
3rd and 2. The way they're moving the football, you got to figure this is 2-down territory. If they don't pick it up on this 3rd down, I got to believe they're going to give it a shot on 4th down as well.
Sellers, he can really throw the football as you take a look at Coach Thomas Bachman. Bachman trying to lead Ash to a district championship here tonight. And JT Lindsey gets the first down.
He picks up Trojan first down.
Well, they're very confident, just pitching in the ball. Watch this. He's just going to pick his hole, take the time, let the blocks develop in front of him, and once he decides to stick that foot in the ground and go upfield, he just can't stop him.
That is another resources for human development first down. Together we're better. Together we're RHD.
2nd down.
Another pickup of 4 yards there for JT Lindsey. Plans to major business at LSU, averaging 8 yards a carry. Lindsey, a quality young man. He committed to LSU last April. Play action fake. Sellers throws, and he hits his man, Jimmy Duncan, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. His 9th touchdown catch of the season.
Anytime you have an outstanding running back like Lindsey in the game, when you play fake to him, it's going to freeze everybody, and then this is just a great pass, an over-the-shoulder catch. Good job.
Beat Jaden Reed on the play. Sellers' 24th touchdown catch or throw of the year, and now the extra point try coming up. As this is Channing Mesh, and Mesh gets it through the uprights, and an impressive opening drive for the Trojans. Ash strikes first. Neville will get the ball when we come back. This is Game Time on YurView, presented by McDonald's.
There's the best in senior care at Allen Oaks.
If it weren't a drink from McDonald's, you wouldn't try this hard.
Right now, order any size frozen drink or iced coffee for just $1.99 or get a medium lemonade for $2.49. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
There are many signs to help protect us from harm, to warn us from harming ourselves, or prevent us from harming others. But sometimes the best sign is the one that protects you from things you never knew or even thought would hurt you. Egan Insurance, the sign of quality insurance protection since 1954.
I am a Mercedes girl. I like the way the C-Class drives. And of course, I like the looks of it too. It fits me and I fit in it.
Lease and save at Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge. Offer ends September 30th.
Wow, what an opening drive here for Alexandria Senior High as they march 79 yards on 10 plays, a little over 3 minutes on that opening drive for Coach Thomas Bachman, and they strike first against a very good Neville Tigers defense. As I mentioned, Coach Bachman in his 10th season with Ash. Alexandria Senior High last year ended up just going 8-5 a season ago. 2 years ago, they only won 5 games. Not much happening there on that kickoff return as you take a look at our Hampton Auto automotive scoring drive. Hampton has it. Very impressive. Obviously, J.T. Lindsay leading the charge, but then also terrific quarterback play from Carson Sellers.
Carson Sellers. Jimmy Duncan did a great job catching the football out of the backfield. Just really all-around play. I like the way they started this game off.
Parker Robinson, another sophomore quarterback here tonight. Over 1,700 yards passing, 68%. He's completed 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. It'll be first down and 10 here. And they get it out to the outside. They got a terrific group of receivers, but an outstanding tackle by Jayton Terry. Jayton Terry on the tackle as you take a look at your starting lineups brought to you by Nick's Refrigeration. The offensive line, Van Martinez, Nick Ochoa, Tyler Brown, Braden Blay, and Max Southern. Thomas Campbell, the younger brother of LSU star Will Campbell. They try to run the football and only a couple yards, and that is it. And on the stop there, Cartez Simon, 50 tackles on the year for him. And then for Alexandria Senior High, Nelson, Hobbs, Thibodeau, and Mason, Simon, Townsend, and White are your linebacker. Kyron Griffin, Carrot Gaines, Jason Terry, and then Jaden Lewis. Third down and 8 here. Robinson on the roll. He throws, and he misses his man. It's a 3-and-out. Terrific coverage there. Jaden Lewis, and Neville's going to have to punt the football away.
Well, Neville, you want to get something going here. You can't afford to just keep going go 3-and-out on the next drive, because one thing about this Alexandria team, they're going to put pressure on you on defense, but we've already seen what their offense can do. And they should get pretty good field position.
Out to punt here, Connor Vincent for the Tigers. He's averaging 28 yards a punt, his longest 45 on the season. He handles the snap. They were coming after it. They did not get to it. And this is going to be returnable for Darius Washington down the far sideline, all the way inside the 30-yard line. And yeah, that's good field position here, Greg.
That's a good return on that punt. They almost blocked it.
First and 10.
That's a good run, good return. Now your offense is in really good shape again, right down there, almost inside the red zone.
Around the 27-yard
so
line.
First down and 10 at the 27 here is Ash trying to get up by 2 scores here against the Neville Tigers.
And again, this is a football team that averages over 31 points a game, so you know they can score a lot. And if you give them good field position like this, it's going to be a tough ball game.
They put up 40 points against Ruston, 45 against West Monroe, 45 against Destrehan, 41 against Union Parish. Lindsay on the carry, shakes one tackler, and then finally dragged down to the turf as he got to the 23-yard line. Jaden Reed finally got him down to the ground.
I mean, this kid Lindsay just keeps coming at you, man. I mean, people are hitting him, he's just bouncing off. He makes it a long night for the defensive line.
Last year he rushed for 1,500 yards. He's already at 1,500 yards this season. Lindsay right up the middle, got chopped down. A couple yards shy of the first down as he got to the 19-yard line.
In on the tackle.
And Ash has made it inside the Hope Credit Union red zone. Hope Credit Union, brighter futures begin with hope. So third down and 3. Can Neville come up with a big defensive play? They go right back to Lindsay, and that nice job by the offensive line, creating a nice push, and they get it all the way to the 16-yard line. First down and 10 at the 16-yard line. So far, Ash's offense has been a machine out there. Lindsay around the left end. Lindsay staying on his feet all the way to the 8-yard line. Dante Matthews in on the stop for the Neville Tigers. And the Trojans knocking on the door here, Greg.
Yeah, look at them in the white shirts. They're out there. It looks like they're in position, but it doesn't matter. Lindsay just keeps moving and finds a way to pick up positive yards.
Neville can't get anything going here. This up-tempo offense really has Neville back on its heels. They need to create some sort of negative play. Here's the pitch to Lindsay. There it is. Coming off the edge. Exactly what the Neville Tigers needed. Robert Graves. He's only 5'8", but Mike Collins calls him the best player on this Neville Tigers team.
He does a good job of penetrating that time, making a stop in the backfield.
That quiets this big crowd over here on the home side for Ash just momentarily.
I think if you're Neville, though, you have to be careful because, again, the play-action passes in. It's third down and short, and you've got to be careful and know where Lindsey is in the passing game as well.
Lindsey over 50 yards rushing already. Third down and 6. He's got 53 to be exact. Third down and 6. Sellers sends Lindsey in motion. A couple defenders follow him. Sellers looking, throws, complete to the end zone, and he is knocked out right at the 1-yard line. As that was Alex Fontenot, his 23rd catch of the season, coming right in your living room, folks.
That's a good throw.
Oh, it's so
Sellers
close.
just came in behind a receiver that cleared it out for him, and he was wide open.
First and goal at the 1. Lindsey stopped behind the line of scrimmage. There is Brody Watley. Big time hit by the 6'4" defensive lineman.
Watch Brody come through and just get off the block right here. Right there. Just walk in and make the stop.
Second and goal now from the 2-yard line. Lindsey lined up behind Sellers. Lindsey tries again. That time he will not be denied. And the Trojans lead it 13-0.
They have got this Neville team on its heels.
Let's take a look at some shots from our Quest Pediatric Fan Cam. Discover the Quest difference now with 2 locations in Lafayette and Opelousas. On for the extra point. Channing Mesh. And it's 14-0 Trojans.
2 possessions, 2 touchdowns.
Very, very impressive start, but we're still early in this one. A long way to go. This is Game Time on Your View.
From now on, it's all about us. Starting a family, buying a car, our first home.
They told you to open an account, then turned you away. They said, come back when you're ready. You said, we're ready now.
I know we're going to make it.
Hope makes it happen. Thousands of your neighbors, many who never had a bank account before, improved their lives with Hope Credit Union. You can too. Brighter futures begin with Hope.
We've known you for a few years now, so let's do kind of a lightning round.
Think of it as a 2-minute drill, but with questions.
Ooh,
okay.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs. Spicy or mild?
Spicy.
Crawfish or shrimp?
Boiled crawfish.
Your favorite holiday?
Mardi Gras for sure.
You've been hurt in an accident. What's the next thing that you do?
That's a no-brainer. Call the Borderos at all 7s.
Bonus question.
Favorite attorney, David or Digger?
I plead the 5th.
Well played.
Wise choice.
Well, it is a madhouse atmosphere here at Stoker Stadium, and JT Lindsey on senior night, his final home regular season game at Alexandria Senior High, just punched it in for his 22nd touchdown. And as you look at your Hampton Automotive scoring drive, and Alexandria Senior High so far through 7 minutes and 12 seconds of this game, Greg, they played a perfect game.
Perfect calls. I mean, the offensively they played well. Defense gave them the ball back in good field position, and they just took advantage of it.
Well, Neville's got to establish something here. Eli Fung on the kickoff, and it's going to be returned by Jamarian Roberson. Roberson will get to the 20, and that's about it. Let's bring in Derry Beckwith with a ITI Technical College sideline report. Derry, so far the Trojans have been flawless.
Those first 2 drives by Alexandria were perfect. I've never seen an offense execute to that level. They're doing a lot of different things. They're getting Neville defense flow one way, they're coming back the next way. They're being very patient. Then when they are patient, they hit them with the up-tempo offense. So if I'm Neville defensively, you have to get them calmed down to see if they can slow down this rush of Alexander offense. Incredible first 2 series from them.
Well, let's see what Neville could do offensively. They're going to go to the ground. They got some good running backs themselves, and they ended up getting 5 yards there. Jalen Nichols on the carry. Nichols 766 yards rushing coming into this game. 13 touchdowns. He can also catch it out of the backfield. He's got 11 catches for 89 yards. They give him 4 yards there. Both teams running up-tempo offense here. Nichols going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. And right now, Alexandria Senior High is winning the battle at the line of scrimmage, Greg.
But it's
Cortez Simon on the tackle there.
Look, there's no place to run at all. They're just clogging up the middle. Neville's got to pick up a first down just to give the defense some rest.
3rd down and 5. Quick pass. And not going to go anywhere is Caleb Vaughn. Tackled immediately on the play. Cortez Simon in on another tackle. And it's another 3 and out for the Neville Tigers.
Now you got to put your defense back out there after so many plays already. That's the thing you want to do is pick up first downs, give your defense a chance to rest.
Well, the nickelback, Cortez Simon, coming up with a big stop there. 4th down. They need a better punt here from Connor Vincent. We saw a very nice return from Darius Washington last time. Vincent's got time to punt it. Short, low line drive punt. And it's going to take a Neville bounce. That will work out well for the Tigers.
That's a good punt. They got him up deep.
Down. Placed at the 32, but guess what? 1st and 10 Trojans. Who's there at 33?
We'll see what Alexandria does on not coming up. Everything they've done offensively is working. They've been able to run the football, throw the ball when they needed to.
But send it down to Derry Beckwith with another ITI Technical College sideline report. What do you want to see out of the Tigers here on this drive to try to slow down the Trojans, Derry?
I think we saw him early in the year. Mike Collins' defense did a lot of job of bringing different players from different parts of the field. So right now, to slow down an offense like this, you have to apply pressure, especially on the 1st down.
They pitch it out here to JT Lindsay, and winning 1st down, though, helps, right, Greg? They held him there to just a 2-yard gain. That's exactly what they needed. Connor Vincent on the tackle. He's got 50 of them on the season.
They've got to string these kind of defensive plays back to back. Now you've got a 2nd down. You can't allow them to get a big play and get into a 3rd down and manageable.
Sellers still in at quarterback, and he's going to throw here on 2nd and 8, feeling a little pressure. Runs out of it. Nice sidearm throw, and it's complete to Jimmy Duncan. Duncan into Neville territory is thrown out of bounds. Nice play there by Carson Sellers. And another Trojans 1st down.
See, that's the big play. You can't give it up on 2nd down. You got him here. You just got to hold him. All of a sudden, you pressure the quarterback. Now you get a pass rush. You got him under pressure. He escapes and finds an open man for a big play.
Man, that was a nice play. Now he slings it out here to the near side. Alex Fontenot is going to get hit after a pickup of a couple yards. There defensively for the Tigers, Cameron Riley, the Raging Cajuns commitment with a couple of interceptions on the season and nearly 50 tackles on the year.
If you're Neville, you've got to do something to disrupt this offense because the offense is in a groove. They're not feeling any pressure at all. They feel like they can run anything they want to.
Well, that time they stopped Lindsay for a gain of a yard. All right, big play coming up here, Greg. And Mike Collins told us when we had a chance to speak to him earlier this week, they got to get off the field on 3rd down. This is the type of scenario he was talking about right here.
Yeah, 3rd down and long. This is where you want to put the pressure on. Don't give up the big play here and let them off the hook.
Neville went 8-2 last year. Trying to get to double-digit victories for the first time since 2021 if they can come from behind here tonight and win.
I'd find JT Lindsay and make sure that somebody is covering him.
Sellers trying that throwback pass. Look out by JT Lindsay. Got upended there, and they ended up losing 4 yards. Cameron Riley, the future Raging Cajun, came up with the big play.
Yeah, they tried to throwback screen to Lindsay, hoping that they can get everybody going, dropping back and throwing that throwback screen with some offensive linemen in front of him. Did not work that time.
3-year starter is Riley. And a quick punt there. There is nobody back to return. As you saw Alexandria Senior High, they were lined up in an offensive formation, not in a punt formation. And that ends up working out very well. Coming up, the Prep Classic.
The LHSAA Network is your home for the State Football Championships, the 2024 Prep Classic from the Caesars Superdome. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage, halftime, pregame, postgame. You'll see it all here on the LHSAA Network, December 12th to the 14th from the Caesars Superdome. The Prep Classic, all 8 state title games. And the games will also be shown on YurView.
First down and 10. Robinson feeling the pressure, trying to get out of there. And he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. There is a flag at the end of all that.
And Neville may get a break. I think this may be a roughing against the defense. If it is, it'll give them a first down, get them out a little bit from behind their own goal line, near their own goal line.
And it is a penalty against the Tigers. Our referee tonight, Sam Forrester.
Against the Trojans.
Our officiating crew from Alexandria. Let's look at it again.
Yeah, see if we can pick it up here.
Which will make it a first down.
Oh, yeah,
that's
for sure.
a late hit right there.
For sure. No need for that. Jordan Mason is kind of piling on there, and it does give the Neville Tigers a little bit of breathing room.
Let's see if they can put something together here. Pick up a couple of first downs. That's all you want to do. Pick up some first downs. Get something moving.
This Neville team coming up a 27-14 win over West Monroe. They put up 42 points earlier this season against Evangel and Calvary Baptist on the slant. That's Caleb Vaughn. Vaughn, first big offensive play from the Tigers all the way to the 45-yard line. His 35th catch of the season. He's only 5'9", but boy, he keeps coming up with big play after big play for this Neville Tigers team.
Yeah, he just got him on a slant route coming across the middle, and once he got the ball in his hands, he was able to run away from some of the defenders. Made a big play out of it.
He's the fastest guy in Northeast Louisiana. Now they're going deep, and it's incomplete. Second down and 10 as Parker Robinson trying to hit Trenton Dumas.
That's a good play. I like that play because now that'll get the defense to back off of you a little bit. Give you some time. Maybe even open up some running lanes inside.
Neville Tigers ranked number 1 in the non-select power ratings. Second down and 10. Ash is ranked 3rd in the select side. Both teams 9-0. Second down and 10. Robinson has got some time here. Here comes a late pressure, and he loses the football. Ends up getting back on it, though. Boy, he's very lucky he got a hold of it. It's going to be 3rd and long now for the Tigers.
Well, you watch it. He's just trying to step up in the pocket to get away from the rush, and all of a sudden he just loses the handle on the ball. I think it's just because it's a wet football. He drops it. Really fortunate to get it back. But it brings up a 3rd and 13. You know you're going to get pressure here, so you got to figure out getting the ball out.
That is the end of a fast-moving first quarter. A first quarter that was dominated by the Trojans. They lead it by 2 touchdowns. This is Game Time on YurView.
Our dealership is named after our family, and that's not changing. Since 2001, Hampton Toyota's family has grown to include you, customers, and coworkers who we've worked with to build trust, commitment, and form meaningful relationships. At Hampton, just like in our name, Toyota comes second. And that's okay, because we're not just selling cars, we're a local family business from one generation to the next.
Papa, Hampton has it!
Boom! Hampton's hot.
At Resources for Human Development, we understand that navigating the challenges of this world can be daunting. That's why we've partnered with New Orleans' Health Department to launch the Mobile Crisis Intervention Unit, a 4th branch of emergency response. A team of behavioral health professionals will respond immediately to your location to help you resolve your crisis. In our first 6 months, we've responded to more than 1,300 behavioral health crisis calls from the community, and we're just getting started. Learn more at rhd.org.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
There's the 63-year-old Mike Collins, the head coach for the Neville Tigers. In his first season, he was the defensive coordinator for 3 seasons at Neville before he replaced Jeff Tannehill in April. As the Neville Tigers facing 3rd down and long as we are at Alexandria Senior High. Puts
Stoker Stadium. Jeff Palermo, Greg Bowser, and Derry Beckwith. Ash brings an extra man on the pressure. They pick it up. Robinson going deep again. And, oh, that would have been a terrific grab. Or did he hang on to it?
Yeah, he said he caught it.
Did he catch that at the 1 yard line? Are you kidding me? Trenton Dumas with what might be the catch of the year as far as what we've seen. Unbelievable grab at the 1 yard line.
I thought he overthrew him for a minute. Watch the catch. When Trenton Dumas is running full out, he's just going to lay out and bring this ball in.
Oh, my
That's a
goodness.
great catch.
And Neville gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they are on the scoreboard. Big explosive play on third down. And Dumas with the outstanding catch to get Neville right there at the goal line. We got to see that catch one more time. Maybe 2 or 3 or 4 more times before we're out of here tonight. Jalen Nichols on the touchdown run, his 15th touchdown run of the season. Brooks Yerger has only missed 4 extra points this year, and he makes that one there. What a play for the Neville Tigers. As we'll watch this one again.
Oh, watch Dumas when he just turns it on now. This is what we think he's overthrown, but he just reaches out and pulls the football in. Last week he had 94 yards receiving. You look at him now. I mean, this is an unbelievable catch and a really good throw.
Unbelievable catch by Dumas, who's made a lot of progress this season. Deceptively fast, great ball skills. He's the shortstop on the baseball team, so he's got that great hand-eye coordination. And Coach Mike Collins told me this kid makes great catches, and he does not make Mike Collins a liar based on that question right there. As you take a look at the Hampton Automotive scoring drive, the 15-yard penalty was big there, getting Nichols out of the hole, giving him some breathing room, and they finally got something going offensively for Coach Mike Collins' team.
Yeah, as bad as the first quarter went now, you're only down 7.
Yep.
And so you're back in the ball game now. Coach Collins is telling this team that, hey, we're back in the game. Now you got to go out there and play defense. You've shown you can move the ball against this team. Now you got to see if you can stop them.
Brooks Yerger's got it teed up, and Yerger blasts this one deep, all the way from the 2-yard line here. And this is Darius Washington trying to get it out. Nice job to get as much as he could to Darius Washington across the 20-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 here for Alexandria Senior High. And they do bring in the other sophomore quarterback, Max Gassett. Gassett completing 75% of his passes this year. 518 yards, 7 touchdowns, just a 1 interception. He can run it a little bit more than Sellers. He's got nearly 200 yards rushing, and this is kind of the plan that they like to use.
They like to give him 2 to 3 series here and there, so just to change of pace.
And both of them certainly deserve the playing time as they run to the near side, and not much happening there. And Neville starting to flow to that football a little bit better. Let's bring in Derry Beckwith with an ITI Technical College scoring drive. What are you seeing from this Neville defense here lately, Derry?
Once again, he's brought down. You cannot get to the football. You have to get 11 guys to the ball to cause disruption. And so that's what he did this last drive, and that's what I'm seeing him doing right now.
Lead for the Tigers.
Well, they have now forced a 3rd down and long as they've been able to slow down JT Lindsey just a little bit here. 3rd down and about 6 here for the Trojans. Quick little pass, complete, and a nice job by Fondo's got the first down. Beautiful run after the catch, and the Trojans keep this drive alive.
But Fondo should have been tackled for about a 1-yard gain. Watch this here. Watch the pressure. He'll force the quarterback to throw it up. Just make the tackle right there. You just got to make that tackle, and all of a sudden, if you make the tackle, they got to punt the ball back to you.
Flag flies. There might be some movement here from the Trojans.
Interesting stat developing right now. Ash is 3 of 4 on third downs. Neville just 1 of 3.
5 yards, still first down.
That is going to be the third penalty, though, here on Ash in this game.
Well, mostly because Ash has been in 3rd and long.
Now they run it here to the near side is Lindsey. Able to get away from traffic. Ends up getting to the 43-yard line. Nice job. 7 yards there for JT Lindsey. And he'll actually sit out this play right here. Gassett plays extremely well as they run the ball here with Darbone. Darbone got a lot of confidence in him. It's about the same size as JT Lindsey. He just doesn't have the natural talented athleticism and speed as Lindsey.
You never know. You get defensively, you got him in a good spot. You got 3rd down and long. You got to bring some pressure. You cannot allow the quarterback to sit back there and take his time and find an open receiver.
They're going to throw over the middle and another completion, and they convert again on 3rd down. Tanner Townsend. Townsend is a really good player. There is a flag, though. Let's see what that's about. And maybe they had 12 guys on the field, and they still couldn't stop him. So that penalty's decline, and now they're 5 of 6 on 3rd down. And hey, Max Gassett, the backup quarterback, 2 big throws here on 3rd down.
Yeah, good decision on 3rd down. I mean, just play action, held the linebackers, and gave his tight end a chance to get in behind them.
Townsend's been playing since he's a sophomore. Very smart player. Does a lot of the dirty work, trying to set up another screen. They complete it to Washington. Washington turns on the afterburners. Right through the Neville defense. Touchdown Trojans. 38 yards. Let's take a look at some shots from our Quest Pediatric Fan Cam. Discover the Quest difference now with 2 locations in Lafayette and Opelousas.
That's just a screen pass, and that time, you got to make the tackle. You got to come up and get the ball carrier to the ground. Good piece of running, but bad tackling on the defensive side.
Extra point try here is good. So the Trojans respond to Neville scoring its first touchdown. We got a ball game here in Alexandria on YurView.
Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics is now booking holiday appointments. Race to book your child's next cleaning today. Whether they're needing just a quick cleaning, orthodontics, or something in between, our friendly staff will make sure your child is comfortable and taken care of. And our patients under 2 get their first visit free. Now with 2 convenient and kid-friendly locations to better serve you in Lafayette behind Dino's South and Opelousas behind Lily Pad Pediatrics right off I-49. Hurry, call or visit us online to book your child's appointment today.
Hi, Joe Martin here, and I wanted to tell you now is the time to start or go back to college. And ITI is here to help you with smaller classes, free tutoring, full-time night courses, and funding opportunities for those who qualify. We have seen thousands of our graduates obtain a better life through a 2-year technical degree. So call now or go online to ITI, where we want to see you succeed.
Call today, 318-442-9890.
Darius Washington's only 5'6", 140 pounds, but this is a kid that can make plays, and boy, did he do something very special just moments ago with that 38-yard touchdown catch. And your Hampton Automotive scoring drive, 7 plays, 78 yards. He can make you miss. You just saw that a moment ago. Very elusive. He's had a great career here at Alexandria Senior High. Another kid playing with a lot of emotion tonight on senior night. This one is going to get into the end zone. Yes, it will, so that'll be a touchback. Let's bring in Derry Beckwith with an ITI Technical College sideline report. Derry, you got a chance to see Darius Washington run through that Neville defense. Was it just a blur to you, Derry?
No, I think the Neville defense is tired, guys.
Yeah.
In this up-tempo offense, I know they had a legal substitution. They didn't get enough guys on the field because Ash is moving so fast offensively. And on that screen pass, he did a great job of weaving in and out. He did an outstanding job, was able to get in the end zone, but defensively for Neville is just, I think it's way too fast for him. And right now they got their hands on the hips and they're huffing and puffing a lot defensively.
Parker Robinson, the quarterback for Neville. He's gotten better every week. Great work ethic.
And, you know, if I'm Neville, I think I'm going to run the ball a little bit because just what Darius said, give your defense a chance to rest for a minute. If you can pick up a couple of first downs, give them a chance to rest and recover.
Here's Jalen Nichols, who just scored his 14th touchdown of the season, and a hard run across the 30 to the 31-yard line. That's the way you pick up a first down. Just what you asked for, Greg. Nice job there by Nichols on the carry. Jackson Townsend, the younger brother of Tanner Townsend, in on the tackle there. That is an RHD first down, resources for human development. Nichols another carry as he gets up to the 37-yard line, and they pick up 5 yards. Nichols has been battling the injury bug along with Tardasci Lemons, the other big-time running back that they have for Neville. Second down and about 5 here. They'll throw. Robinson's got time. Robinson dancing back there. Robinson running out of time. Loses the football. Trojans got it. The sophomore made a big mistake there. Not protecting the football. Xavier White comes away with the recovery. And that is going to be our defensive play of the game, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge. Progress and performance that never stands still.
Well, you know, you got plenty of time back there. Nobody's open. You've got to make a quick decision. Either tuck the ball and run or throw it away. You can't hang back there. Those big guys are coming and then coming after the football.
Elijah Nelson looked like he was one of the guys that stripped it away as Alexandria Senior High gets the first big defensive play of the game, your first turnover in this contest.
Now the mindset, if you're Alexandria, you're saying, hey, look, let's put it in the end zone and wear this defense out. If you're Neville on the other side, you got to figure out a way to get this thing stopped. Hold them to a field goal attempt.
Inside the Hope Credit Union red zone, Lindsey takes the carry. Lindsey gets across the 20. And you have Carson Sellers back in as the quarterback. Malik Grayson, a junior defensive lineman for Neville, made the tackle, a gain of about 1.
Carson Grayson's going to, you know, he looked at this thing, and I know he's thinking to himself right now, we got to throw the football because Neville's flying to the ball. They're trying to stop. They're trying to stop this running game.
Second down and 9 as you take a look at Sellers. Now we have a whistle, and we may have a timeout here. Trojans want to talk about it with 8:10 to go before halftime. Alexandria Senior High up by 2 touchdowns. We'll take a break on Game Time.
Call 318-487-1130.
Game Time on Your View is brought to you by Hampton Toyota. Hampton has it. Make some epic memories this football season with cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that signature Cane sauce. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. Resources for human development. Together we're better. Together we're RHD. Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics. Discover the Quest difference. Now with 2 locations in Lafayette and Opelousas.
I'm fixin' to celebrate in flavor. Be king of grill night. And best of all, I'm fixin' to make fun memories. Bump your backyard socials up a notch with Guidry's Catfish. Our U.S. farm-raised tender Louisiana catfish will turn your grill nights into thrill nights. So what are you waiting for? Make tonight a good one. Make tonight a Guidry's night. Find us online or in a grocery store near you. And get fixin' with Guidry's Catfish.
There's a look at the district standings in 2-5A. Alexandria Senior High and Neville tied for first. Ruston and West Monroe at 2-2, and then Ouachita Parish and Pineville 0-4. Some say this is the toughest district in the state of Louisiana. You got 2 of the best teams in the state of Louisiana battling it out here. And so far, Trojans have the upper hand. They got second down and 9, and they are at the 19-yard line trying to convert a turnover into 6 points. Sellers, quick throw, intercepted. Great pick there for the Neville Tigers. They needed that. They get the key stop in the red zone. Big time play there for the Neville Tigers as getting the interception was Stephen Hanlon.
First and 10.
Stephen Hanlon on the interception.
Hanlon did a good job of rolling up like he was going to go in the sharp man, take the sharp man into coverage. He dropped right back. The quarterback never saw him. Came underneath the receiver,
Let's
got the
build up that
interception.
Trojan defense once again.
Big time interception there. Maybe a game-saving interception. It's okay in a game like this, Greg, in the first half when you're down by 2 scores. You get down by 3 scores, that might be too much. Back to the ground game. Nichols running hard off the right side. And he's got enough for a first down as he runs 11 yards there.
Nichols did a good job that time, getting that ball to the corner. When you get to the corner of the defense, if you can turn the corner, as Darren would tell you, you got plenty of space out there. It's tough to stop the guy once he turns that corner on you.
As I mentioned, both Neville running backs, Lemons and Nichols, banged up this season as that was an RHD first down. But Nichols is healthy. And a good job there defensively by Cartez Simon. And he's there again. This kid has been making plays all over the field. Another undersized player for the Trojans, who's an outstanding high school football player. Jaden Lewis also there, a senior who plans to study kinesiology in college. Second down and 12 now here for Neville, as Parker Robinson takes a look at the sidelines. You got 13 seconds on the play clock, plenty of time here. And Robinson, they throw the slant, and that is complete. Dumas, it's like when he gets his hands on the football, they just stick to his hands.
That's a good, just a slant inside. He puts the ball right where only his guy can catch it, out in front of him and low.
First down and 10 at the 44-yard line. Running up the middle. Nichols staying on his feet. Great run by the senior, Jalen Nichols.
Griffin for the Trojans.
And Nichols giving Neville exactly what they need right now.
Neville's found a little something here inside. They can run the football on them.
For the Tigers.
And so you got to stay with it. Again, that does 2 things. It keeps the football to your side, but it lets your defense rest. That defensive front is off the field right now.
On first down, they looking to throw here, and a nice pass to Dumas. Dumas hanging on to it. Defender all over him, able to bring him down to the ground. That's Jayton Terry, who made the tackle, a sophomore DB, but another first down for the Neville Tigers.
But Dumas ran a really good route that time. He lost the defensive back, came back to the football, and picked up a big first down.
Getting the carry that time, Tardashi Lemons. Lemons ended up getting about 6 yards. He was third on the team rushing last year. He's only 5'3", 125 pounds, but he is fast. He is the leadoff leg in the 4x200 for the Neville track team. Gets another carry. Very hard run and fast run by Lemons, who's got over 500 yards rushing on the season. 6 touchdowns. Neville is on the move.
Well, Neville's found something again. They found that running game. They're running the football pretty well inside and outside. We'll see if they stay with it here or if they try to throw the ball on them now.
First down and 10. Lemons gonna get stopped. Grayson Thibodeau in on the stop. Great job.
Thibodeau's waiting on him that time. Watch him beat the double team and just wrestle the defense to running back to the ground.
Josh Mercer is the defensive coordinator for Alexandria Senior High, as there is a flag in the backfield of Neville.
I think it was a holding call against the offense, so it's going to go against Neville.
Still first down. Let's get it for the Trojan defense. Make that noise.
First down still. But now all the way back to the 28-yard line. That's the second penalty of the night for Neville. It was on Thomas Campbell, was the man who committed the penalty. Lemons made a man miss, made another man miss. Gets all the way up to the 16-yard line. Nice run there. Very manageable 2nd and 4 coming up.
Yeah, good run by Lemon that time. The play was designed to go outside, but there was nothing there. So he did what good backs do all the time. He cut it back inside.
Inside the Hope Credit Union red zone. Lemons gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. Xavier White hit on another tackle. White, the leading tackler.
Well, you had 3 defenders come free. There's no place to go.
He's got good athleticism. He can run. He's got size. He has just forced a 3rd down and 6 thanks to his tackle. Nichols back in the ball game as the running back here for the Neville Tigers. You're looking at 3rd down and 6. Robinson gets rid of it quickly to Campbell. 2 defenders all over him as they bring him down. Great job by the Trojans defense. Right there was Carrick Gaines. And then also there for Alexandria Senior High was Jaquarian Frazier. 4th down, the offense staying on the field. You need touchdowns in a game like this.
Well, you got to get a first down here. I think you got to try to get the first down. The touchdown would be next, but the first down is what you want to get. They may see if they jump off sides. If not, call a timeout.
They may just let the play clock run down, call timeout, think about it a little bit. And Mike Collins decides to burn a timeout. 3:39 to go before halftime. A big 4th down coming up here.
Cheer dance flag ban in all
and coming up in a little over a month, the Prep Classic.
The LHSAA Network is your home for the state football championships, the 2024 Prep Classic from the Caesar Superdome. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage, halftime, pregame, postgame. You'll see it all here on the LHSAA Network, December 12th to the 14th from the Caesar Superdome. The Prep Classic, all 8 state title games. And the games will also be shown on YurView.
And both of these teams, Neville and Alexandria Senior High, hoping to get to the Caesar Superdome. Neville's won 12 state championships. Their last one was in 2015. Alexandria Senior High has never won a state title, but boy, they look like they got one on their hands right here. Let's see what their defense can do against Neville on 4th down and 5.
Neville's going to go for it. I'm a little surprised here, but I guess they need touchdowns.
Robinson lost one towards the end zone, and he can't hang on to it. It was in and out of the hands of Ragin Young, who had his hands on it and could not haul it in.
This is a pretty good throw there. I mean, this is one you got to come down with. You only need 1 foot in bounds. You got to come down with that catch. You got to pull it in.
Zealand Young was right there. Could have made the play, and he just did not.
I think he took his eyes off it too much. The ball hit him in the hand. He looked away. You got to look that all the way in.
Fascinating quarterback for the Trojans.
So, Trojans back out there. Gassett is back in at quarterback after Sellers threw that interception. 1st down and 10 at the 18. JT Lindsay. And Neville's done a nice job on him after early in the game. He was gashing that Neville defense for 8 yards, 9 yards, 11 yards a carry. Now it's been more like 2 yards, 3 yards, and 4 yards a carry. Got 4 on that one. Lindsey gets it again. Lindsey flagged down. Lindsey in the open field all the way up to the 45. Probably coming back there.
Yeah, you got a flag on the play. I think they're going to get him. They're going to get a holding call from Alexandria here.
Tackle was made by Barnes.
This will be the 4th penalty on the Trojans.
So we're going to bring it back.
Take a look at it again.
There's your hole right there. Bottom of your screen is 97's jerseys all wrapped up. They got him.
Lindsey, 72 yards rushing here already tonight. He's carried it 19 times. He'll get the ball 30, 35 times. And again, these two teams, because of where they're at in the power ratings, will not have to worry about playing next week. So you can go ahead and really run JT Lindsey a lot here tonight if that's what you think you need to do to win this football game and to win a district championship. Vaughn Darbon is now in at running back. Second down at about 16 here for the Trojans. Darbon gets the carry, trying to find a little seam up the middle. Just puts his head down, pumps those legs forward for about 5 yards. Jalen Watkins, a sophomore with 20 tackles on the season, made the tackle. Now third down and 11. 2:35 and counting. Neville gets a stop here. They'll have another chance to score before halftime. And Neville gets the ball to begin the second half.
That's right. You got to figure out a way to get the first down here.
Now Gassett made a couple of big third down pass plays on the last scoring drive for the Trojans. He'll be asked to probably do the same thing here. Third down and 11. Barking out the signals. You got 1 second on the play clock, and timeout burned by the Trojans. Division One select in the power ratings. Boy, just so tough when you consider how good some of those teams are. How about what Catholic High did last night against Zachary, putting up 70-plus points? Acadiana, we know how good they are. It is Endicott won the Catholic League title last night, blowing out the Rebel Raiders.
Well, you know, Acadiana is one of the ones, we see them every year. They run that split-back veer, and they've been doing it for so long. I think since you and I were in high school, but they've got it down to perfection. And then you got some really good teams, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. These two teams are going to be interesting because somebody's going to have to play these guys, and both of these teams are very, very good.
Yeah, they are very, very good. St. Thomas More has been heating up here lately. A big win last week against Turlings Catholic.
And we don't know what's going to happen with University High. Depends on how that shakes out. That's a very good football team. So it's going to be some good high school football coming up here.
Third down and 11. Don't forget about Airline and
Rustin
on that non-select side. Third down and 11. Lindsey in motion out of the backfield. Gassett looking to throw here. Zips it over to the near side, and the pass is incomplete. I don't know if that was deflected or what, but it brings up fourth down, and with 2 minutes left, Neville will get the football, and they might have some good field position here, Greg.
They should have some good field position. They should be on the other side of the 50. They should be able to make it a chance to score. If they could score here and then get the ball and start the second half.
Daniel Crenshaw will punt. This is his first punt of the night. Airline, oh, that's a high snap. That's going to go through the back of the end zone. There's 2 points for the Tigers. Oh, a special teams mistake.
They get 2 points. They get the ball back now, and they have a chance to score before the half.
Wow, how about that? Interesting development in this game. That makes it 21-9 as the snap sails over the head of the punter, Daniel Crenshaw.
Yeah, Daniel Crenshaw never had a shot at it.
No. So Neville will get the ball, and you kind of feel like the momentum turning here a little bit.
Well, Neville just has to figure out a way to get into the end zone. They get this possession, they've got to get it into the end zone.
Airline and Covenant Christian are the only two teams that are 10-0 on the season. And one of these teams is trying to join them. Ben Taylor, of course, the quarterback for Airline High, has had an unreal season this year. Airline, I believe, beat Parkway last night. Huntington is who they beat last night. And they've been putting up 50 points a game. 56-52 was the final score in last night's game.
They left the defense at home.
Yes,
defense,
they did.
Yeah. The defense didn't get on the bus.
No. You know, at this time of the year, usually the weather's getting a little cooler. Defenses start taking over, but I tell you, with this weather the way it is, and offenses are still putting up a ton of points. All right, let's see what Neville can do here. Caleb Vaughn, nope, it's actually going to be taken by Roberson. Roberson makes one-man miss. Roberson gets across the 40 to the 41-yard line. So Neville has 2 timeouts left and 1:48. Try to get another touchdown on the scoreboard here before halftime.
Well, that's a good job of covering that pick by Alexandria. You keep him from crossing midfield.
I mean, these return men for both teams, they're smaller guys, but they're fast, they're quick.
Speed.
Man, it is, you got to watch on special teams when these guys are returning the football. Parker Robinson trying to go 60 yards here in about 1:48. Robinson, and tightly contested throw there. Looking to get the ball to Dumas, but he was well covered on the play.
Well, Dumas ran a little comeback route, and I think the quarterback was just a little late getting the ball off to him.
That was defended by Jaquarian Frazier. 2nd and 10 now for Robinson. He's barking out the signals. Robinson, 7 of 12 on the night. They set up the screen, but nothing doing that time. The Trojans just beating up on Nichols as they bring him down right at the line of scrimmage. That's where his forward progress was at, and Cartez Simon again there for another tackle as the Trojans really rally to the football well.
Watch how many black shirts are going to get around the football. It's a screen pass that's thrown behind the line of scrimmage, and look how many defenders get to it.
Elijah Nelson, one of the defenders there as well. Robinson now 8 of 12 for 98 yards in this game. 8 first downs for Neville. They're 1 of 4 on 3rd down. And that ball's intercepted on the batted deflection. Flag down on the return. Jaden Lewis with the interception. His first of the season. The flag happened after the interception, but Robinson picked off for the 6th time this season. And it's his 2nd turnover of the night.
Well, this is an exciting play by Lewis. He batted the ball away, batted up in the air, and then still was able to get his hands on it for an interception.
Now this is going to push the Trojans back. They only got 1 timeout left. So this drive's going to start deep in their own territory, but what a play here by the defensive back.
Yeah, see him break it up and then tip it to himself. This is a good play. Watch the hands right there. Just gets it up in the air and stays with it, gets the interception.
That was outstanding for the Trojans.
But it doesn't matter, Trojan. 1st and 10.
44 seconds. See if he can get something down the field pretty quick, Jeff.
Yeah, they're going to try.
Sellers in at quarterback for the Trojans.
Carson Sellers, the quarterback.
Neville looks like they're going to drop 80 in coverage and try to be some type of a prevent.
Sellers 9 of 11 for 135 yards. Lindsey on the run all the way across the 40. Shut down on the play by Cameron Riley. They move the chains once again. That's a dozen first downs for Ash. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Lindsey, though, only a couple yards that time as Jacoby Collins makes the tackle. And now Ash uses its final timeout with 27 seconds left. While we have a moment, let's send it down to the field.
There's a flag on the play. Timeout, but a flag.
Flag, so no timeout. But let's bring in, it's going to go against Neville.
Looks like a personal foul. 15 yards.
Be good enough for a Trojan first down.
Yeah, big 15-yard penalty. All the way to the 41-yard line with 30 seconds here. So Ash has got a chance.
They got a chance. They can take 2 shots to the end zone.
Now we have whistles.
Flag on the play.
There's another flag on the play.
Maybe not.
I think the ball was not listed ready for play.
Okay, so no flag.
No flag.
You got Jimmy Duncan lined up in the slot. Alex Fontenot's the wide receiver all the way to the top of your screen. From the 41-yard line, play action fake. Sellers going deep, double coverage, knocked away. Two Neville defenders got their hands on that football. Julian Burns, who's a junior DB, who's got plenty of SEC offers. And then Cameron Riley nearly gets his hands on this one as well.
Well covered. Had him blanket. There's really no place to go with the ball. You've got one of the players down.
Yeah, Julian Burns unable to get back on his feet, so something happened with him. He was injured earlier this season. Hopefully this is nothing too significant. So next week here on the YurView Game of the Week, we'll have playoff action for you somewhere. Now, for those that are unaware, Sunday is supposed to be the day we know the 8 brackets, but the Louisiana High School Athletic Association is going to hold off on posting the brackets as there is litigation involving a school that has filed a lawsuit against the LHSAA over whether they had players that were ineligible or not. So we're in a little bit of a holding pattern, and we'll see what happens. But the plan is we'll have playoffs next week.
Well, what happens if we don't, Jay?
I don't know. Maybe we replay this game. I don't know.
I can tell you, these two teams want to play, man. They're having a really good season, and you can tell by the way they're playing tonight. They came out ready to go.
Man, it is just so rare to get to this deep in the season and have 2 undefeated teams. This is a special thing.
Here we go.
To be able to be here, bring this game to you. A lot of interest in South Louisiana, obviously with JT Lindsey, of course, the LSU commit, but these are 2 fantastic football teams that I'm sure our viewers in South Louisiana have been hearing about all year, and now you get an opportunity to watch them. So on 2nd down and 10, Sellers got a clean pocket, complete to Duncan. Duncan now trying to avoid a couple tacklers. Duncan trying to turn the corner. Duncan will not go down. And it is, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 4-yard line with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I mean, you watch this guy. This pass, you got to be tackled right there. So you can't get 1, 2, 3, 4 white shirts around him, and none of them can get him to the ground.
Big momentum play here for Ash if they can punch it into the end zone. They're going to bring an extra lineman out on the field here.
You know, if I'm Ash, I think I'm going to run the ball right here.
Yeah, they brought in Grayson Thibodeau.
I would just run the ball. You got a timeout left, and, you know, Lindsey back there, you got a better chance of him getting in the end zone than if you're throwing it.
Lindsey already has 1 rushing touchdown. Now the Trojans got to use that final timeout, and I know Coach Thomas Bachman, he does not want to use the timeout here. But
yeah, that changes what you can do now.
Yep. Because if you run it, you don't get in, you might not get another play.
Yeah, so you got to throw. You got to be some kind of a run pass option. Put your quarterback on the move a little bit and see if you can get the ball out quickly.
So mention Alexandria Senior High back in 2020. They lost in the state championship game. Following year, they went 7-4, lost in the first round. 2022, they went 5-7. And then last year, they got into the quarterfinals and lost the car 40-34. They have been winning in impressive fashion. They've had some close games as well. 1 by 4 over Rust and 1 by 3 over Opelousas. Playing 2 quarterbacks all season long, and the 2 of them have complemented each other very well.
Yeah, they go into the games knowing that they're going to give the other quarterback a 2-3 series to play in that football game. So they game plan for it. It's a big play for Neville. If you can hold them out right here.
1st and goal at the 5.
Sellers back.
To the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Townsend, but he was well covered on the play. Jaden Reed, a fantastic safety for the Neville Tigers, was all over Tanner Townsend.
Yeah, there's not much room to get the ball in. They try to just throw it up and hope they can just drop it over the top. But
second down and go.
So 6 seconds. That took 4 seconds to do. So you might have 2 more plays here. You might. Or do you just hand it off to Lindsey and ask him to get you 5 yards here?
I think that's too risky. I think you got to throw it in the end zone. Maybe throw it to Lindsey on the run.
They'll throw it again here. Sellers, quick pass, touchdown! Touchdown Trojans! Darius Washington!
They just ran a little pick play that time. One receiver coming in, the other one going out.
On for the extra point. Channing Mesh, who is playing with a torn ACL, injured a knee in soccer, but still out there kicking extra points and field goals for the Trojans. And what a first half here for Ash.
Unbelievable turnaround. I mean, they were struggling for a minute, and then they found their offense.
Yep. And that is a devastating blow there for Neville to give up that touchdown right before halftime. Let's bring in Derry Beckwith with this ITI Technical College sideline report. Derry, Neville had an opportunity there to make it a one-score game, and now all of a sudden they find themselves down by 19.
In a game like this, you can't have missed opportunities. On offense, Neville had a corner route. The guy just dropped the football. You cannot have a game like this. And obviously, they had another turnover right before this touchdown. They tried to attack the middle of the field again on their post route. They had success. That time, the safety from Alexandria was ready for it, able to pick it off. And offensively, guys, Alexandria, when I'm sitting on the sideline, they have 3 or 4 coaches signaling offensive plays. So I think each player is getting a call. They have a perfect system that they're running, and it's hard to stop right now if I'm this Neville defense.
Little pooch kick there, ball bouncing around, finally picked up by Riley. That is how our first half is going to end. A terrific first half for Alexandria Senior High as they look to try to complete a 10-0 regular season. Togetherness has been the big part of this team. They're 24 minutes away from an undefeated regular season. Let's send it down to the field.
Coach Bachman, your offense was flawless in the first half. Besides the interception in the red zone, what did you Neville defense that made you guys so effective in the first half?
Well, I think they're a really good defense. We're having to earn everything we get. Kids are out there making plays. That was a drive right. That's an error right there, and all right there. We just got to run the football and go score a touchdown, and we're trying to get too cute down there. That's a coaching error. But no, look, there's a lot of football left. Certainly feel like we've left some points out there here in the first half. So, you know, nothing won. We got a long way to go before this thing's over.
It looks like Neville may have had some momentum with the botch punt in the end zone, but your defense stepped up, was able to get a turnover. Talk about your defensive play in that first half.
Yeah, very proud of them. Really, you know, the one touchdown that they have, number 2, made an incredible catch. You know, you just got to tip your hats. You know, it's the thing we tell our kids. Make them make plays like that. Just keep competing. Make them make those plays. And if they do, hey, tip your hat. Let's roll on to the next. But that was an incredible play. Very proud of the defense. We're get points off.
Appreciate you, Coach Bachman. Great stuff.
Thomas Bachman, the former Evangel grad, receiver who went to college at Texas Tech and finished up at Louisiana College. 28-9, Ash leading Neville at halftime on Game Time.
If it weren't a drink from McDonald's, you wouldn't try this hard.
Right now, order any size frozen drink or iced coffee for just $1.99 or get a medium lemonade for $2.49. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Today, it's not just how much you make that counts, it's how much you keep. At Egan Insurance, protecting your wealth is our major priority, one that comes with a promise that no matter what threatens your wealth, accident, theft, fire, or illness, we'll be there to protect your financial assets just as we have for more than 60 years. Egan Insurance. How those who've made it, keep it.
Our dealership is named after our family, and that's not changing. Since 2001, Hampton Toyota's family has grown to include you, customers, and coworkers who we've worked with to build trust, commitment, and form meaningful relationships. At Hampton, just like in our name, Toyota comes second. And that's okay, because we're not just selling cars, we're a local family business from one generation to the next.
Papa, Hampton has it.
Boom! Hampton's hot.
I bet you there's no better feeling than celebrating a touchdown with a fancy touchdown dance. Why don't you show us a few moves for when we get big settlements?
You just gotta get into it first. You gotta run into it, and you gotta...
I can't do that.
Start putting that arm back there now.
We can call this the diggity shovel.
I like that, the diggity shovel.
Laborde Earls.
Proud partners with Jamal Williams.
I love commercials.
For over 75 years, the Butcher AC family has helped cool South Louisiana's homes and businesses with high quality, dependable, and professional air conditioning, sales, and service. A clear line of communication with a true voice, gathering your information and dispatching it to our professional team gets you the quick response and comfort of a job well done.
Butcher, a name you can trust.
Right now, get rebates and special financing during Butcher's 75-year anniversary celebration.
It's hard to stop a train.
As a personal injury attorney, I see every single day how injured someone can be in an accident. So that's why I've been so impressed with the features that the GLC has to offer.
Lease and save at Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge. Offer ends September 30th.
Louisiana Tech University in the fall.
Final regular season game of the year, so that means senior night here for Alexandria Senior High, and so far it has been a great senior night as the Trojans lead the Neville Tigers 28-9. This is Your View, game of the week presented by McDonald's. It's now time for the LHSAA Spotlight, produced by the LHSAA Network.
Welcome back into the High School Spotlight. We're joined in studio now by the Assistant Executive Director of the LHSAA, Karen Hoyt. Karen, it's been a great start to the volleyball season. Just talk to us about the upcoming LHSAA championships.
It has been. We're super excited. We'll be at the Cajun Dome again this year. The Cajun Dome was super helpful when Hurricane Ida hit in 21. We lost the Pontchartrain Center due to damage, and at the last minute they graciously hosted us, and we've been there ever since. And the coaches in South Louisiana absolutely love the Cajun Dome, and so we're excited to be back there.
The network was at the championships last year and broadcast them. The environment was electric. Just talk to us about why Lafayette is such a great host for these championships.
Well, you know, it's the Cajun Dome, and it's a great venue. I don't think there's a better place to play volleyball. It's just the setup and just the whole atmosphere. It's just a great venue to have any championship. As you know, we had boys basketball for years there. And we're just very fortunate to be able to continue that partnership with the Cajun Dome. We have seen some amazing performances during the regular season. I think the championships and the round up to them is just going to be very competitive. Absolutely. It's a lot of good volleyball teams out there, and we're super excited. We have some new teams, some North Louisiana teams that are on the bracket this year that have not been on the bracket before, and we're super excited about that. Give us an idea how fans can purchase tickets for this event at the Cajun Dome. So the tickets are $18 a day plus fees and taxes. They can walk up to the facility, which is the cheapest way to purchase a ticket, or they can purchase it through Ticketmaster, and that ticket is good all day, but there is no re-entry. So if you leave the facility, you would have to purchase a ticket to re-enter. On Monday afternoon, Episcopal and Liberty squared off at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. Here's a glimpse of what the 2025 basketball season will look like.
Even though we're more than 4 months away from the boys' basketball state tournament in the Burton Coliseum, two teams that played in March Madness traded the Coliseum for the Smoothie King Center in a preseason scrimmage. Defending Division I Select State champion Liberty Magnet used a smothering full-court pressure game to give last year's semifinalist Episcopal a substantial test.
This is our second time ever participating, and so you know, being at Episcopal, we got on the phone and we actually had a scrimmage set up, and so You know, I spoke with Mr. Eric with the Pelicans, and he told me that this opportunity was available. So, and it was actually the first one of the season. So we was able to come down and play our scrimmage game. So it's always good to have the, the high school students get this type of experience to play on the, Pelicans home floor.
This is definitely just an experience for the guys to enjoy. And so I think everybody loves to be on an NBA court. A lot of dreams that you want to, aspire to. And so you get a chance to get out there. Yeah, the outcome wasn't what we wanted at all. I think it's a good learning opportunity, though, too. And you get to do it on a bigger stage.
It's different coaching them in here, isn't it? It's very different. It's very different. The guys, everybody want to see if they can make a NBA three-point shot. So, but no, it was a great turnout.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics is now booking holiday appointments. Race to book your child's next cleaning today. Whether they're needing just a quick cleaning, orthodontics, or something in between, our friendly staff will make sure your child is comfortable and taken care of. And our patients under 2 get their first visit free. Now with 2 convenient and kid-friendly locations to better serve you, in Lafayette behind Dino's South and Opelousas behind Lily Pad Pediatrics right off I-49. Hurry, call or visit us online to book your child's appointment today.
At Resources for Human Development, we understand that navigating the challenges of this world can be daunting. That's why we've partnered with New Orleans' Health Department to launch the Mobile Crisis Intervention Unit, a 4th branch of emergency response. A team of behavioral health professionals will respond immediately to your location to help you resolve your crisis. In our first 6 months, we've responded to more than 1,300 behavioral health crisis calls from the community, and we're just getting started. Learn more at rhd.org.
This time in the car gives me a few extra minutes with these two.
They said a car loan with your credit wasn't possible, but you found a new road to get there.
These little moments mean everything to me.
Hope makes it happen. With credit-building resources and personal support, Hope Credit Union's tailored loan solutions make your life better, no matter your income or credit. Brighter futures begin with hope.
By Toya McNeil. She plans on going to the University of New Orleans to major in psychology. Senior, Mayana Blake.
That's blatant. That's a blindside hit. That is dirty.
What are you talking about? It's a clean hit. That's a form tackle. That's perfect textbook, just like they teach us in high school.
I still feel it, though.
In pain, call Blaine.
At Nick's Refrigeration, more goes into servicing your AC and heating system than you realize.
Go! That's it. Good job. Good job.
Bring it higher.
Turn it up, boy. Get it done.
Good morning, Nick's Refrigeration.
Nick's Refrigeration. We are ready to serve your AC heating needs.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
We've known you for a few years now, so let's do kind of a lightning round.
Think of it as a 2-minute drill, but with questions.
Ooh, okay.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Spicy or mild?
Spicy.
Crawfish or shrimp?
Boiled crawfish.
Your favorite holiday?
Mardi Gras for sure.
You've been hurt in an accident. What's the next thing that you do?
That's a no-brainer. Call the board Earls at all 7s.
Bonus question.
Favorite attorney? David
or Digger?
I plead the 5th.
Well played.
Wise choice.
From upstream and midstream to downstream and renewable, you can count on Danos. The world needs energy, and we deliver. Visit danos.com today.
That's blatant. That's a blindside hit. That is dirty.
What are you talking about? It's a clean hit. That's a form tackle. That's perfect textbook, just like they teach us in high school.
I still feel it, though.
In pain, call Blaine.
At Nick's Refrigeration, more goes into servicing your AC and heating system than you realize.
Go! That's it. Good job. Good job.
Bring it higher.
Turn it up, boy. Get it done.
Good morning, Nick's Refrigeration.
Nick's Refrigeration, we are ready to serve your AC heating needs.
If it weren't a drink from McDonald's, you wouldn't try this hard.
Right now, order any size frozen drink or iced coffee for just $1.99 or get a medium lemonade for $2.49. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Plans on attending Louisiana Tech.
Alexandria Senior High leading Neville 28-9 at halftime. Jeff Palermo along with Greg Bowser. Tomorrow night's LSU-Alabama game, LSU will remember former staff member Charles Baglio, who was killed last month in a car accident or car wreck. And he meant so much to Louisiana high school sports, a former coach at Independence and a mentor to a lot of high school football coaches around the state. Here's Steve Schneider of the LHSAA Network with this look back at the life of Charles Baglio.
Alex is the drumline.
Monumental loss for our coaching profession. Coach was a Hall of Famer at Independence High School for over 3 decades of his work on the field and off the field at Independence, but in being the founder of the LFCA and the godfather of the Coaches Association. And one of the lasting things he did was make sure that every member of the LFCA would continue to receive 2 tickets to every LSU home game. So that was one of the things that he always fought for in the transition to coaches, and just a tremendous loss, and just a model for what our industry should be, and definitely for all of our football coaches as well.
Longtime LHSAA coach Charles Baglio won over 200 games at Independence High and was later hired by Nick Saban at LSU to serve as the school's high school liaison. Baglio was inducted into the LHSAA Hall of Fame in 2001 and was part of 3 national championship teams at LSU under Saban, Les Miles, and Ed Ogeron.
Everything he touched seemed to turn to gold. I don't know. It's just he was good-natured, hard. God was blessing us.
In the 80s and the 90s, and really for 30 years, you could say that 2 teams in purple and gold, Tim Detilier's Lutcher Bulldogs and the Tigers of Independence and Charlie Baglio, always on a collision course in the 3A playoffs. But Detilier, who became fast friends with Baglio, says the first time they met is the one he remembers the most.
It's my first year at St. Charles, and I'm going to be the head football coach because football is king. And I look at the schedule, and Independence is on, and I'm saying, who scheduled it? Because at that time, you know, he's got Tofield and all, you know. We have no business playing. Well, anyway, we go down there and we play. We played hard. It was a close game. They won. And, you know, shook his hand and stuff, and because I really didn't know him. I go home, I'm living in Grand Point, and I get home, I finally get to head to bed. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and the phone rings. Brown, I can tell you love it. Who is this? This Coach Baglio. And he started, he must probably had a, you know, little party after the game or something, I don't know. But he just kept talking, and we talked. And from that moment on, you know, he became a friend, but then he became one of my best friends. You know, we did everything together. I don't know of anybody who ever, you know, didn't like Coach Baggs. Even if you had a problem with him, you know, he'd win you over. I just couldn't believe it. Even today when I think about it, I'm kind of in shock.
In 22 years, Baglio won 77% of his games and didn't have to trade his purple and gold or Tigers to work for LSU football as a high school relations man under Saban, Miles, and Ogeron, earning him 3 trips to the White House.
So Baglio was telling the president, Trump, a joke. And of course they laugh, and then Coach Bag hits Trump on the back. All right, Brown, hit his back. 2 or 3 guards come to get him, and Trump's got to wave them off. But that's Baglio.
But perhaps Bag's best known for growing the state's high school coaches association, clinics, scholarships, giving back to the game that gave him joy.
Yeah, everybody knows he's a casino guy. If he's having a good night, whether he knows you or not, he's sharing it with you. Like who does that? But if you were angry with him, you couldn't stay angry with him. He wouldn't let it. He just wouldn't let it. And his nature, he's almost like Santa Claus walking around. I don't know how else to say it.
Baglio, it seems, always loved the handoff, both on the field.
They were running the football. And at that time, if you could run the football in high school, because you never know the weather and stuff, you're going to be successful. But of course, when you got guys like Tofil and they always had a running back some kind of way. They had a running back, and the guy was unbelievable.
Or off the field, to his friend and fellow Hall of Famer.
For some reason, he took an extra liking to me. I don't know why. I became the treasurer, secretary, not that I wanted it.
Whether it was money or hardware, after Superdome losses to Evangel.
He got the trophy. He immediately, he gave me the trophy. I said, what you want me to do with it? Just keep it. What I'm doing with that?
Or the clinics they ran at the Dome.
We would have the key to the Superdome. I don't think they ever gave the key to the Superdome to anybody, So they gave it to Baglio. Baglio gives it. So for 3 days, I got the key to the Superdome. What I'm doing with it,
Until the end, when Bags planned to repurpose his late wife's garments for gifts to charities sparing no expense.
2 or 3 weeks ago, he called me. Hey, is that lady still working? I can't believe I'm remembering all this and telling the story. I said, sure. And I got in touch with her. And she'd love to do it, and I had to call her, because he never gave me the stuff. He didn't have the chance. I guess that's my last story.
Butcher, a name you can trust.
Right now, get rebates and special financing during Butcher's 75-year anniversary celebration.
It's hard to stop a train.
There are many signs to help protect us from harm, to warn us from harming ourselves, or prevent us from harming others. But sometimes the best sign is the one that protects you from things you never knew or even thought would hurt you. Egan Insurance, the sign of quality insurance protection since 1954.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
I'm fixin' to celebrate in flavor, be king of grill night, and best of all, I'm fixin' to make fun memories. Bump your backyard socials up a notch with Guidry's Catfish. Our U.S. farm-raised tender Louisiana catfish will turn your grill nights into thrill nights. So what are you waiting for? Make tonight a good one. Make tonight a Guidry's night. Find us online or in a grocery store near you. And get fixin' with Guidry's Catfish.
Game Time on Your View is brought to you by Laborde Earls Injury Lawyers, on your side. Hope Credit Union. Brighter futures begin with hope. ITI Technical College, your key to a better life.
Nick's Refrigeration, your comfort specialist.
Trapp Chevrolet in Homa, where we're always on your side. Catch every game live or on demand at watch.yurview.com. Follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram.
Big crowd on hand to watch these two teams who are undefeated as we are in week 10 of the regular season, final week before playoffs. Jeff Hormel and Greg Bowser with you. And Greg, Alexandria Senior High set the tone by scoring 2 quick touchdowns to begin this football game.
They did. They came out and really took control of the football game. I thought that it was going to be a runaway for a while because they were moving it up and down very quickly, up-tempo offense, and I think that, but then the game slowed down.
Yep.
And now it's been more competitive until just before halftime.
Yeah, big touchdown for the Trojans right before halftime to really extend their lead. But we mentioned they got off to a fast start. This is the first touchdown of the ball game. A beautiful pass there between Sellers and Darius Washington. And then JT Lindsey getting into the end zone, rushed for nearly 100 yards in that first half. This is a beautiful pass and an outstanding catch by Trenton Dumas, which would set up Neville's first touchdown of the night. A 1-yard plunge by Jalen Nichols. And then screenplay here, and off to the races goes Darius Washington into the end zone, and it was 21-7 at that point. Big interception here. This is where Neville, it seemed like they were starting to grab the momentum, Greg.
Well, this is where I turned around from. They slowed it down a little bit. They got the turnover, didn't give up the touchdown, and then here comes the big play. It goes the other way. They throw the interception, and Neville couldn't seem to get themselves going, but then you look at it, look at what Alexandria does. They come back, good pass, good throw, move the ball right down the field. I think they kind of try to take more control of the game from there.
Darius Washington, the nice run after the catch, and that's the touchdown right before halftime as they go back to Washington. And then take a look at your stats. The first half highlights and stats brought to you by Laborde Earls Injury Attorneys. Call all 7 or visit onmyside.com.
Let me take a look at the stats. Pretty close on first down. The big one is, like, you look at the passing yards, 177 to 98. That's a little bit surprising. But then the total offense, 284 to 166. I think that Neville's got to really take the ball and try to score in his first possession. It's a key for them to do that.
Let's send it down to the field, and Derry Beckwith with an ITI Technical College sideline report.
Talking to Coach Collins at halftime for Neville, he said they had opportunities to get back in this football game. He does like what they're doing offensively. He says they are moving the ball. They just got to take advantage of it. He talked about the drop pass in the corner of the end zone by number 13. They have to capitalize on that. He said defensively, guys, they just have to tackle. They're missing too many tackles. They're not playing hard enough. He says he's going to find out what type of football team they have in the second half. Back to you, Jeff.
I'll tell you, Jeff, if Ash doesn't score on this opening drive, that's going to be critical for them. They can get back in this game by scoring right here and then playing good, solid defense.
28-9 our score. Mike Collins, who is a coaching legend in the state of Louisiana, has a national championship ring as he was on that 2003 staff for the LSU Tigers as an assistant strength and conditioning coach. Former coach at ULM in McNeese. That's going to be a touchback. And the Neville Tigers will start this drive from their own 20-yard line.
We'd like to thank our third quarter sponsors.
The Neville coaches, they got their offense around them, knowing how critical it is to get something going here.
Parker Robinson in that first half, 8 of 13 for 98 yards and an interception. Jalen Nichols, leading rusher, 9 carries for 45 yards and a touchdown. And Caleb Vaughn, 3 catches for 27 yards. Trenton Dumas, 3 catches for 71 yards. The horns here for Alexandria Senior High. The fans have been making a lot of noise throughout the entire game. Trying to establish that ground game with Jalen Nichols.
On the first play.
And as they run through to the left side, Let's bring in Derry Beck with ITI Technical College sideline report. Derry, you played in, obviously, college football, got a chance to play in the NFL.
Nichols on the carry.
I mean, how loud is it down on the field with this environment here?
I was talking to the principal of Alexandria and the assistant principal at halftime. I told her flat out, this is the best atmosphere that we've been to all year long. And I wasn't kidding. I said, is it like this every home game? They said, pretty much.
3rd down and 1. Running it here. This is a big 3rd down pickup, and they do get it. They needed that. Could not afford a 3 and out. And for Neville, that was a big issue for them in the 3rd down category in that first half. They were 1 of 5 on 3rd down, while Ash was 5 of 7. Huge stat. A reason why Trojans are up 28-9. Fresh set of downs now for the Tigers. Robinson looking to his left, pump fakes, throws. Did he make the grab? Yes, he did. Did the receiver Dumas as he continues to keep making great catches for the Neville Tigers.
2nd down.
I think Neville's offense has to be more very deliberate in moving the ball down the field.
2nd down and about 2. It's a long 2. Quick pass here to Caleb Vaughn. Vaughn can't get away from the defender. What an excellent play. Chasing him down, Jaden Lewis. Huge tackle by the senior defensive back.
Watch the speed of Jaden Lewis. I mean, he gets there in a hurry. Before you have a chance to start up the field, he's right there, makes a tackle for about a 1-yard loss.
3rd down and 3 here for the Tigers. Nichols running right up the gut, and he's got the 1st down. Took it right at Xavier White. Another 1st down and another pickup on 3rd down. This 1st down brought to you by Resources for Human Development. Together we're better. Together we're RHD. Running off the right side, Nichols got tripped up by the turf monster, I think, but he still picked up a 1st down as he ended up getting 12 yards.
Watch him bounce it to the outside. Got a running lane there and just, yep, the turf monster reached up and got him.
At the 43-yard line. Going deep for Dumas, and he can't even get to that one as Robinson overshot him by about 5 or 6 yards. They love that deep pass at this spot of the field. We've seen them do that a couple times here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of offenses, once they cross the 50-yard line, they take a shot. 1st down across the 50, take a deep shot. That'll loosen up the running game for you as well.
Zealand Young, the wide receiver, to the near side. Vaughn is all the way to the top of your screen as Robinson, the sophomore, 1,700 yards passing, playing in a very difficult environment. Nichols gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. Knifing through there. Jackson Townsend. He's got 4.5 tackles for a loss. Great play there by Jackson Townsend.
Townsend read that one right out snap and just came across the line of scrimmage. Good tackle for a loss.
Incredibly excited about him. A high football IQ, says Coach Thomas Bachman. Another 3rd down and long here for the Neville Tigers. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down in this half. 3 for 7 for the game.
Well, this one you want to pick up about half the yards right now because I think you got to go for it on 4th down. You don't have a choice. So get you something that makes it 4th and manageable.
They got to burn a timeout or they get a delay a game.
I don't think they got the snap off.
No, they did not.
Delay game. Move them on back.
Wow, 5-yard penalty there.
Well, now it changes it offensively because you've got to try to pick up a lot more yards. You got to pick up that extra 5-yard plus. Make sure you leave yourself a 4th down and manageable. But defensively, Jeff, I'm going to come after him. If I'm on the defensive side, I'm going to blitz him and make the ball come out quick. Don't give him a chance to sit there.
3rd down and 19. They got to get all the way to the 33. And those horns are about as loud as they've been all game. Robinson's got to make a play here. Pressure comes. Got away from it. Throws, and his receiver makes the grab, so they got about half of what they needed. As they got the ball to Lemons.
But it gives them a chance now to make a decision on 4th down. They can go for it. They've got a shot in picking up a 4th down in about 9.
So they're going to keep the offense on the field. Tarnashi Lemons making that catch, his 7th catch of the season. Trying to get everyone situated here. Got 10 on the play clock. Robinson stepping up, climbs the pocket, now goes back. He's going to go down. Turnover on downs. Big play there for Ash. Jackson Townsend had a couple of them on that drive. We'll take a break. This is Game Time on Your View, presented by McDonald's.
At Resources for Human Development, we understand that navigating the challenges of this world can be daunting. That's why we've partnered with New Orleans' Health Department to launch the Mobile Crisis Intervention Unit, a 4th branch of emergency response. A team of behavioral health professionals will respond immediately to your location to help you resolve your crisis. In our first 6 months, we've responded to more than 1,300 behavioral health crisis calls from the community, and we're just getting started. Learn more at rhd.org.
Our dealership is named after our family, and that's not changing. Since 2001, Hampton Toyota's family has grown to include you, customers, and co-workers who we've worked with to build trust, commitment, and form meaningful relationships. At Hampton, just like in our name, Toyota comes second. And that's okay, because we're not just selling cars, we're a local family business from one generation to the next.
Papa, Hampton has it.
Boom, Hampton's hot.
First down and 10 at the 46-yard line. The Trojans get the football back. Jeff Palermo, Greg Bowser, and Derry Beckwith with you from a very loud Butch Stoker Stadium here as the Trojans looking to add to their lead as J.T. Lindsey, the LSU commit, ends up picking up a couple of yards. Let's bring in Derry Beckwith with an ITI Technical College sideline report. Derry, you've had a chance now to see Ash at least through a half and a few minutes. You've seen Catholic High, you've seen Carr, you've seen Acadiana. How do you think those 4 teams stack up in the Division I select bracket?
It's going to come down who wants it more. I believe all those teams are evenly matched. I had the opportunity to watch Catholic High last night, and Catholic High probably had one of the best offenses that I've seen all year, and Alexander's right behind them. So it's going to come down to who wants more. We talked about it pregame. Even Coach Collins talked about it. When teams are so evenly matched, I think we overcomplicate football. Who can tackle, who can block, who doesn't turn the ball over. And if you do that, you'll probably win a football game.
Neville has turned it over twice here tonight. Ash has turned it over once. That's an RHD first down. Resources for Human Development. First and 10, more J.T. Lindsey following his blockers. And he is going to get about 7 yards, does J.T. Lindsey. Ranked as the 12th best running back in the nation, according to On3.com. Just very good player and a good person. Coach Thomas Bachman really credited his mother for the work that she has done to make J.T. Lindsey the person that he is, because his mother really holds him to high standards. Not an overnight success, says Coach Bachman. A guy that really put in a lot of work to get where he's at right now.
He's a heck of a running back. I mean, you watch him when he goes through, it just makes it look so easy, making those cuts, in and out of those cuts. It's just an easy run.
First down and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's the pitch as a Darbon gets in there. Darbon spins away from one tackler, gets up to the 28-yard line. Taken down on the play by Julian Burns. We saw he was battling cramps at the end of the first half, but out there to make the tackle there. But the Trojans are on the move here, already up by 19.
You bring out one running back and you bring another one in, it's just as good.
Yeah. Darbon averaging 6.4 yards a carry. Lindsey averaging 8 yards a carry. Second down and 4. Carson Sellers has been the quarterback for most of the game for the Trojans. Here's some more J.T. Lindsey. And Lindsey going to get stood up at the 15-yard line, I should say. It'll be third down and 1 here.
Brings up third down and 2.
Doesn't seem like it one guy can bring him down, Greg.
No, they've got to gang tackle him. I mean, he gets inside there, and all of a sudden, you know, if you get just one man trying to bring him down, he'll pull away from him.
26 carries on the night for Lindsey for 115 yards and a touchdown. 3rd down and 2. Whistles. And there's a flag in the backfield.
Flag on the play. And they'll go against the Trojans.
So the illegal procedure penalty backs up Ash 5 yards. That is the 6th penalty of the night for the Trojans. That makes it 3rd down and about 7 now. Probably 2-down territory, so they got a couple chances here. And they give it to Lindsey. Lindsey being patient here. Bounced off one defender, and he's close to a 1st down. He's going to be a yard shy, though.
About a yard short, 4th down.
So it looks like
for the Tigers.
Ash will go for it on 4th down.
Reichardt.
This will be their first 4th down opportunity of the night. They're now 5 of 8 on 3rd down. 4th down and 1.
Big 4th down for the Trojans.
I would think number 6 gets the football here.
Maybe a good time to fake it to him and let the quarterback keep it. What do you think?
Now right up the middle with Lindsey. Lindsey all the way to the 13-yard line.
Down, Trojans.
I mean, he's running the ball as hard as he did in the 1st quarter. Doesn't look like he just slowed down at all. He just runs right through people.
Peter Lofton, one of the offensive linemen there, making a big play. 1st down and 10 at the 13. And there is Darbon, staying on his feet into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. 34-9.
What a team. You take out probably one of the best running backs in the country, and his backup comes in and is just as good. Yep. Scores a touchdown. Watch the run. Power, speed, and just elusiveness, just runs right in, gets right into the end zone. And he's not the starter.
Terry Beckwith made the comment in the 1st half, saying that this Neville defense looks tired. I mean, Ash has been with their up-tempo offense and just the pounding of the running of Lindsey and the outstanding receivers and the precision of their quarterbacks. Ash has been played pretty much the most perfect game that you can play here tonight, and they're up big.
Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics is now booking holiday appointments. Race to book your child's next cleaning today. Whether they're needing just a quick cleaning, orthodontics, or something in between, our friendly staff will make sure your child is comfortable and taken care of. And our patients under 2 get their first visit free. Now with 2 convenient and kid-friendly locations to better serve you. In Lafayette behind Dino's South and Opelousas behind Lily Pad Pediatrics right off I-49. Hurry, call or visit us online to book your child's appointment today. At Nick's Refrigeration, more goes into servicing your AC and heating system than you realize.
Go! Texas, good job! Good job!
Bring it higher. Turn it up, boy!
Get it done!
Good morning, Nick's Refrigeration.
Nick's Refrigeration, we are ready to serve your AC heating needs.
Alexandria Senior High on its way to a 10-0 regular season, and they didn't play a bunch of chumps on their way to getting here. When you look at who they defeated this year, they beat 3 teams that won state championships a year ago. Union Parish back in week 2, 41-12. They beat Opelousas by 3 on the road, 43-40. Took down Ruston a couple weeks ago, beating the Bearcats 40-36. And for Neville right now, this is desperation time if you're going to try to get back into this football game. Let's go down to the sidelines. Terry Beckwith with another ITI Technical College sideline report. ITI for a better life.
I know I talked about Neville being tired defensively, but from experience, guys, anytime you play an up-tempo offense, it is extremely difficult. In 2008, that's when these offenses came to light. I had the opportunity to play against Troy one year. They were beating us 31-3 at halftime because of the up-tempo offense. But you have to have depth defensively because guys get tired so fast. And right now, Neville doesn't have the depth defensively to sub guys in and out to stay fresh.
New quarterback in here for Neville as Parker Robinson out of the ball game, and running the football is Tardashi Lemons. So a change at quarterback here as Neville goes to Brock Jordan, a senior quarterback. And Brock and Parker Robinson, they competed for the job prior to the season, and it was Robinson who ended up beating out Brock. And we also have a injured Trojan on the field. While we have a second, let's tell you about the Prep Classic coming up.
The LHSAA Network is your home for the state football championships, the 2024 Prep Classic from the Caesar Superdome. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage, halftime, pregame, postgame. You'll see it all here on the LHSAA Network, December 12th to the 14th from the Caesar Superdome. The Prep Classic, all 8 state title games. And the games will also be shown on YurView.
Back at Alexandria Senior High, Jeff Palermo, Greg Bowser, and Terry Beckwith, as this is the regular season finale. Postseason starting next week. And as you look at the senior Brock Jordan.
Injured players, Mason.
I think they just want to get a little spark to their offense if they could. Maybe Brock Jordan to give them that.
He's walking off.
Well, for Robinson, tough night here tonight. And he's been so good this season for the Neville Tigers. But he's turned the ball over twice. An interception and then also a fumble. And maybe an opportunity to let the senior here, Brock Jordan. I mean, it was a difficult decision by Mike Collins to go ahead and play a sophomore over a senior at quarterback, and this is giving Brock Jordan an opportunity. Also allows Parker Robinson just to watch a little bit from the sidelines.
Oh, and get him ready for the playoffs. I think that's a big thing too.
Yeah, because right now at this point, Ash is just going to be teeing off on who's ever in at quarterback for Neville, considering the Tigers are going to be throwing the football a lot.
Lemons with a kick.
Lemons brought down at the line of scrimmage. This Cortez Simon kid has had a heck of a football game for the Trojans. 5'7", 145 pounds. These are the kind of kids that you really root for. I mean, we got Division I prospects all over the field tonight, but here's the 5'7" guy making a ton of plays.
Well, he's not afraid to mix it up. That's the thing about it. He gets physical in there.
Jordan will throw, and the pass is dropped by Caleb Vaughn. And it's 3rd and long. Another 3rd down opportunity. Neville just 3 of 8 on 3rd down tonight.
Defensively, you get the team and to get the offense in 3rd and long. That's your money down. That's when you can come at him. You can blitz him. You can cover. You can drop 8 in coverage. But I think you look at what Ash has been doing all night is they're pressuring the quarterback. They want that ball to come out quick. So you're going to see about a 4 or 5 man rush. They're going to come after him.
Clean pocket for Jordan. Jordan Mayhap just gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Lemons. And the punt team has to come back out for the Neville Tigers as this Ash defense, what a ball game they've played here tonight.
Well, Jordan's got time. There's just nobody open. They cover everybody. That's a good coverage sack right there. There's no place to go with the football.
Now 3 for 9 on 3rd down are the Neville Tigers. Connor Vincent back out the punt. I was talking to a couple of Alexandria Senior High fans at halftime, And they were talking about this is the best their defense has looked all season, and it's hard to argue. This has been a terrific performance against a Neville team that can put up a lot of points on the scoreboard.
Trojans ball, 1st and 10.
Well, this game slowed down a little bit. It feels like it was moving along the first half, and all of a sudden it's come to a crawl here.
Well, I think we're going to see a little bit more of JT Lindsey.
Watchdog 49, Rebels 13. Sorry, that game's being played in Pineville.
Yeah, we'll see plenty of Mr. Lindsey and all the other running backs. I think they'll give the other backs a chance to play here just to get them ready for the playoffs.
Lindsey, 29 carries for 135 yards, averaging close to 5 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. So 15 is his longest run of the night, but a lot of different 8 and 9 yard carries for Lindsey here tonight. Gassett in at quarterback now. He keeps it, and Gassett spun down at the 32-yard line, got about 6 yards there.
I think everybody was surprised he kept it.
Yeah.
We'll get to Lindsey.
Second down.
Second down and 4 is Gassett. As I mentioned, a little bit more of a runner than Sellers. I would think you're also going to see the Trojans burn some clock here as much as they can. Alexandria Senior High, when talking to Coach Thomas Bachman about why this team has been so successful, he talked about the togetherness, the high-quality group of players. Even the young players have a sense of maturity about them. Lindsey on his feet. There's the big play. JT Lindsey taking it to the house. You can't catch him. Touchdown, Trojans.
Sitting here watching him play all night, you hear all the hype. You say he's a good back.
Some shots from our Quest Pediatric Fan Cam. Discover the Quest difference now with 2 locations in Lafayette and Opelousas.
I mean, you watch him play all night, and he's making plays, and all of a sudden you get a play like this, and you see why he's one of the best backs in the country. I mean, you saw it all on that. You saw strength, you saw speed, you saw it. I mean, it was all on display right there.
Mesh. The extra point is good. It's a runaway here tonight. 42-9 over the Neville Tigers.
LSUA School of Nursing has a 100% pass rate on National Nursing Certification Exam and 100% job.
JT Lindsey trying to catch his breath. It's now time for our hot, cool play of the game, brought to you by Butcher AC. Butcher Air Conditioning, a name you can trust.
There were 3 people that had a shot at him, and once he got to the secondary, he just turns it on, and nobody's going to catch him.
Yeah, I think we saw the entire skill set there, Greg, right?
Saw it all. You saw it all. I think he's probably done for the night.
And if so, his final regular season game at Butch Stoker Stadium. What a way to go out if that is his final play, as JT Lindsey goes 67 yards for the touchdown run.
He get a 2-play, 73-yard drive. Not bad.
No, it's not bad. And now I think if you're the Neville Tigers, you're looking to just get out of here, right? I mean, this is...
Don't get anybody hurt.
Nobody get hurt. Try to get out of this game as fast as you can. Play some backups. I would imagine Ash, they may play some backups as well. There's a flag down far away from where the return is taking place, as that was Caleb Vaughn on the return. We'll wait and see what the flag is all about. Really, I think, Greg, I mean, there's 2 points in this game. You know, you see this a lot in basketball, as we'll get the call here from the referee first, but a lot of times in basketball, it's an illegal block in the back.
Personal foul.
And the first few minutes of the game is so crucial, and then those last few minutes right before halftime are so crucial. And The Trojans, quick start to this game, scoring 2 touchdowns fast. Take a look at JT Lindsey again scoring. And then the big touchdown right before halftime. That was just a backbreaker for the Tigers.
Yeah, just way too much overcoming, especially when you've got a team that's playing the way, offensively the way that this team's playing. It's hard to overcome that. It just overwhelms you after a while. Just so many things that it just adds up on you.
Ball spotted at the 17 here for Brock Jordan. Nichols still running hard. Let's go to our Guidry's Catfish Catch of the Game, brought to you by Guidry's Catfish. Feeding your family like ours since 1976. Might be the catch of the year here on Game Time. Trenton Dumas laying out to make this grab to set up the lone touchdown of the night for the Tigers. 2nd down and 1 for Neville. Nichols running again off to the left side, and he'll get the 1st down. Picks up a few yards to the 32. Under 2 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter.
This is where both teams decided to just let the clock run so they can get out of here.
Yeah. Last year, the Neville Tigers had an outstanding season. They went 8-1 in the regular season, but ended up losing to Central in the 1st round of the playoffs. Jordan is going to be, did he get rid of it?
He did. Incomplete pass, he had a receiver in the area.
Wow. Somehow able to get rid of that football and save what could have been a big loss.
Got a holding call, a penalty on the defense.
But that'll help out the cause here for Neville.
You go against the Trojans. It'll be an automatic 1st down.
I mentioned a few moments ago how Alexandria Senior High had played 3 teams that won state championships a year ago. The same could be said for this Neville team. They beat Ruston 26-21 in week 7. Beat St. Thomas More 30-7. Look out, Brock Jordan somehow avoided a big hit. Now throws as he gets hit, and he threw it out of bounds. And Jordan's still down on the turf here. He's going to be a tough kid and get right back up. And then also they beat Calvary Baptist back in week 2, 42-38. Another state champion from a year ago. Wow, big hit there applied by Jaden Bayon. Sophomore defensive lineman for the Trojans. 2nd down and 10 now here for the Tigers. Falling down to one knee is Nichols as he loses about 3. Getting into the backfield, Elijah Nelson. Another 3rd down and long here for the Neville Tigers.
Yeah, I think Nichols just slipped on that play. Nobody hit him, he just slipped and went down.
Neville 3 of 9 on 3rd down tonight, while Ash is 5 of 8. A big statistic in this game. 3rd and 13. Jordan again has to get out of there. Jordan puts his shoulder down, fighting for that 1st down. And that got the Neville sideline fired up to see Brock Jordan come out there.
I think he may have got the 1st down.
Yeah, I think forward progress, it's going to be very close. But talk about the determination. Your team is down by 33, so what? I want this 1st down.
And he got it. They gave him the 1st down.
Great job by that young man as he took on Jakyron Griffin. And RHD first down, resources for human development. Together we're better, together we're RHD. That's it for the third quarter. The Trojans 12 minutes away from a 10-0 regular season. This is Game Time on YurView from Alexandria, presented by McDonald's.
If it weren't a drink from McDonald's, you wouldn't try this hard.
Right now, order any size frozen drink or iced coffee for just $1.99 or get a medium lemonade for $2.49. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I bet you there's no better feeling than celebrating a touchdown with a fancy touchdown dance. Why don't you show us a few moves for when we get big settlements?
You just got to get into it first. You got to run into it, and you got to... I can't do that. Start putting that arm back there now.
We can call this the diggity shovel.
I like that, the diggity shovel.
Laborde Earls, proud partners with Jamal Williams.
I love commercials.
For over 75 years, the Butcher AC family has helped cool South Louisiana's homes and businesses with high quality, dependable, and professional air conditioning, sales, and service. A clear line of communication with a true voice, gathering your information and dispatching it to our professional team gets you the quick response and comfort of a job well done.
Butcher, a name you can trust.
Right now, get rebates and special financing during Butcher's 75-year anniversary celebration.
It's hard to stop a train.
I'm fixing to celebrate in flavor, be king of grill night, and best of all, make fond memories. Bump your backyard socials up a notch with Guidry's Catfish. Find us online or in a grocery store near you, and get fixin' with Guidry's Catfish.
We begin the fourth quarter. Neville's down by 33 points, but Brock Jordan still fighting for first downs. Great effort there by the senior QB. Second down and 5. Jeff Palermo, Greg Bowser, Derry Beckwith in this battle of unbeatens. It's been one-sided as the Alexandria Senior High Trojans started fast, finished the first half strong, and that effort has continued into the third quarter. Jordan winds up, throws deep, and it is knocked away. Oh, they're going to call penalty there as the defensive back was over the back of the intended receiver. Trying to make the play there was Jaquarian Frazier.
Yep, we got 2 flags on the play. I think both of them's against the defense.
So I saw the signal for pass interference. So that'll be 15 yards going against the Trojans as we'll watch it again.
Yeah, he got there a little early. I think if he didn't do that, that was going to be a catch.
1024 Warren Street just called in. Vehicles removed from property. Vehicles blocking driveways. Please remove your vehicle. They're blocking the driveways.
They were trying to go to Trenton Dumas. First down and 10 at the 30-yard line. Hard to think, considering how good Neville is offensively. Or hard to believe, I should say. They only got 1 touchdown in this game. That's crazy. That just shows you how well the Trojans have played here defensively. Jordan to the end zone, incomplete.
Incomplete, overthrown.
Good coverage. Jaquarian Foster was there that time as well defensively as they were trying to get the ball to Trenton Dumas.
Yeah, the Trojans played well defensively, and their offense just was dominating up front with the offensive line anyway. Officials got a stoppage in play. Not real sure what's going on.
Yeah, not exactly sure either. A lot of it's like some sort of situation behind the end zone there that a couple of law enforcement officers will take care of. What a scene here, though, at Alexandria Senior High. I mean, people out on the track. Packed house here tonight. On a beautiful night for high school football.
Yeah, we got here about 2 hours before kickoff, and man, there's no place to park.
Yeah, it's tough. I'm sure you found a great spot. You somehow get the best parking spot every week. I don't know how you do it. Second down and 10. Jordan directing traffic. And, oh, good. Oh, look at that. Deflected over to Thomas Campbell. It was in the hands of Dumas. Dumas loses it, and it goes right in the hands of Campbell. Now there is an injured Neville Tiger, and that's Dumas, who's having a hard time getting back to his feet. But let's watch this one again.
I mean, you think he's just throwing it away for a second, and then Dumas catches it and then just pitches it away to Campbell. The big man just rambles down to about the 2.
Boy, I hope Dumas is okay. And see, this is the nightmare scenario for Neville, right? I mean, you're down 42-9, and you're playing your starters. You want to try to finish this game strong, and the last thing you want heading into the playoffs is one of your significant players, your big-time playmakers, get an injury. Hopefully, Dumas is all right, and I think he's
give him a round of applause.
We'll see. That looks like that left arm is bothering him, but hopefully it's just some sort of stinger or something like that, and he'll be okay.
Well, he'll have a week off.
Yes, he will.
Before they play again.
Now, of course, in non-select, the top 4 teams get a bye. So, in that case, for the Neville Tigers, even a loss here, they should still finish in the top 4. Came into tonight, number 1. And on the select side, your top 8 seeds get a bye. And, of course, Trojans will be a top 8 seed. Great move by Nichols in the backfield to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Touchdown. Nichols for
Watch the move he
Tigers.
puts on when he gets in the hole. I mean, he gets in the hole, one right there, and just slides right into the hole.
Man, how he was able to avoid those 2 defenders. Impressive touchdown there by Jalen Nichols.
But you're right, Jeff. When you look at how good this offense is, it's tough to believe that this is their second touchdown of the night.
Nichols has both touchdowns for Neville. He's got 15 rushing touchdowns on the season. Extra point try here for Brooks Yerger.
Extra point is good.
And the junior kicker gets it through the uprights.
Just a lead in the fourth quarter.
Big lead here for the Trojans. Neville finally scores a touchdown again here on Game Time.
Game Time on Your View is brought to you by Hampton Toyota. Hampton has it. Make some epic memories this football season with cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that signature Cane sauce. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. Resources for human development. Together we're better. Together we're RHD. Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics. Discover the Quest difference. Now with 2 locations in Lafayette and Opelousas.
Our dealership is named after our family, and that's not changing. Since 2001, Hampton Toyota's family has grown to include you, customers, and coworkers who we've worked with to build trust, commitment, and form meaningful relationships. At Hampton, just like in our name, Toyota comes second. And that's okay, because we're not just selling cars, we're a local family business from one generation to the next.
Papa, Hampton has it.
Oh, Hampton's hot.
42-16 here tonight. Alexandria Senior High over Neville. Alexandria Senior High looks like they're going to win a district championship in 2-5A. And they have an outstanding chance because of this victory here over the Neville Tigers to be your #1 seed in the Division I Select Playoffs. Carr is undefeated. They wrapped up a regular season and Catholic League championship last night by blowing out the Rummel Raiders, but they only played 9 games, and Ash will play all 10 games here in this regular season. And coming into this game, Ash was just .62 behind Edna Carr for that top seed. And we know that Ash is going to jump Catholic High for that #2 spot, and they probably have done enough here to get that #1 spot. Again, we will not see the brackets released on Sunday night. The LHSAA has made a decision to hold off releasing them. There is a member school that has filed a lawsuit after having 7 of their victories nullified because of using 2 ineligible players. So they're going to try to sort all that out, and hopefully early next week the brackets will be released, but we'll have to wait and see. But I hate having a situation like that. But at this point, Eddie Bonine, the executive director for the Louisiana High School Athletic Association, really had no choice other than to push it back, or at least hit the pause button on releasing the brackets. Lindsey still in the football game here. And Lindsey, after that 67-yard electrifying run, gets about 12 yards there. Wow.
He's still making it exciting. I think you take him out. Watch this run. I mean, you would never know they're up as much as they are when you watch the kid run, the effort that he's putting out.
Brian Kelly and Frank Wilson watching this game are probably saying, yep, 202 yards is enough on the night.
We've seen enough.
Darbone with the carry.
And Von Darbone, and maybe they just had him out there to get him over the 200-yard mark. Darbone gets another carry, running straight up the middle, and that's enough for a first down.
Carry once again. And guess what? Trojan first down.
You know, the thing about delaying the brackets coming out, the coaches are going to have to wait to see who they prepare, who they play for. Well, so they can't game plan for a whole week.
That is an RHD first down. The first down is brought to you by Resources for Human Development. Together we're better. Together we're RHD. First down and 10 at the 33-yard line. And another run off to the near side as Darbone gets about 7. Now the school in question, based on the great reporting of Robin Fambro from The Advocate, is University High. It was announced earlier this week that they have to forfeit the 7 victories that they have because of using 2 ineligible players. So U High is a team that they play up, they play down, so they've played a lot of different teams in a lot of different classes, and so it really does impact whether they get those wins back or not. If they get those wins back, they end up finishing the season 8-1.
Right, and so it changes their seeding.
Oh yeah, and it's going to change the seeding of other teams as well. Like Catholic, Catholic High is an example of that. They beat Catholic High. Right now, Catholic High is actually getting credited for a victory against U High.
Well, when you do all that, though, that only pushes it back a week.
Yeah.
And so now you're going to have to change the locations of the championships when you get down to that.
Yeah. Same thing with St. Paul's, a team that U High played. So the idea is still to play the Prep Classic December 12th to the 14th. They're going to try to figure this out, hopefully sooner than later,
once again,
as Darbone gets another carry. Knocked out of bounds, close to the 50-yard line. In basketball, there was a similar situation with Newman. There were questions about whether they had players ineligible, and it was determined that the LHSA ruled that they could not be a part of the postseason. They ended up filing a lawsuit, ended up participating in the postseason, ended up winning a championship, and so far that championship is held up.
Well, by the time they finish the legal aspects of this thing, it could be well into the new year.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it doesn't take that long. Hopefully they can figure it out, and there's some sort of negotiations or something that could make sure that we do have playoff football here in the state of Louisiana next week. These two teams, regardless, are not playing next Friday, as they have earned a bye in their respective brackets.
Yard short, third down.
This is the Cox Mobile Smart Call of the game, and how about this little screen pass, and then taking off with it is Darius Washington as he runs through that Neville defensive secondary. That was the smart call of the game, courtesy of Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Learn more at cox.com/mobile. Another first down there for Darbone to the 39-yard line. And even with some backups out there, they're still moving the football.
Well, I think they're just worn out in this defensive line for Neville. I mean, they've been out there a long time. You look at them; they got their hands on their hips, and they're just trying to get through this thing. But we got a little over 8 minutes to go in this ball game.
Well, we're talking to Thomas Bachman about what makes this team special. He says, hey, these kids love playing football. They don't care who gets the credit. The defense has had games where they've given up some points. They gave up 35 to West Monroe, 40 to Opelousas. As I believe the rain has fallen because everybody's like leaving all of a sudden. Ruston, they gave up 36, but what Coach Bachman said, hey, these guys, when they needed to get a stop defensively, they've been able to do that. And just great complimentary football. And we've seen it here tonight. Other than the bad snap on the punt, I mean, that was really the one kind of big blemish for them here tonight.
Yeah, they played almost a perfect game. And you've got to look at the offensive statistics, and you've got to be happy with that. And we'll see how these two teams come take a week off and then roll into the playoffs.
What do you think as a team getting a loss like this right at the end of the year? How do you think that impacts how they look at the postseason? This is obviously a good learning moment here for the Neville Tigers.
Well, I think what it does is it tells them, hey, look, we got to regroup. We had a great year. It was one bad game. Remember, you're 9-1, and you got to just move on and go back to doing what you do best. Go back to the fundamentals. Look at this game. Some coaches wouldn't even show them the game film.
Right.
Just move on.
First down. Let's bring in Derry Beckwith. Beckwith, you were on that 2007 national championship team that suffered that heartbreaking loss against Arkansas in the regular season finale. How did that shape what you guys did the rest of the way? Obviously playing in the SEC championship game the following week and then getting into the BCS national championship game.
We knew.
Get Derry here in the second. Darbon on the carry. All right, try again, Derry.
Can you guys hear me now?
We got you.
Perfect. We had something to look forward to. Even though Dan McFadden had over 200 rushing yards, we knew the next week we were competing for an SEC championship. So for Neville, even though they lost this game, it's the first loss of the year. When you get to the playoffs, it's a brand new season. It's 0-0. So they still have things to look ahead to. They can still have an opportunity to compete for a state championship. This is a game that you have to erase. You can't dwell on it. Move forward and get ready for the postseason.
Are you able to use a game like this still for as motivation as you make your way through the postseason?
You can. You don't want to dwell on it too much because when you look at the score, it's 42-16. You want to think about it too much because then you think about the things that you did wrong and you want to go back and change those things. It's not time to go back and change those things. It's all about moving forward. In the game of football, you can't go back. Only thing you can do is move forward. I think this is what Neville has to do after tonight's football game.
And they got a veteran coach in Mike Collins who can help lead this team through a tough night like tonight.
Yeah, and I think what you tell them as a coach, you say, hey, listen, guys, we got to put this one behind us. Don't let this game cost us another one.
Exactly. Third down and 9. As Darbon gets the carry. So, Derry, since you brought up Darren McFadden, not to say that J.T. Lindsey's Darren McFadden, but you've had a tackle SEC running backs. What's your thoughts on J.T. Lindsey after watching him rush for 200-plus yards here tonight?
I think for the most part, Neville kind of controlled him for the most part. And I texted my dad. I said, do you think he's an SEC back? When I said that, that's when he broke off the 6-7 yard run. I kid you not. I said, well, he is an SEC back. I think he is. The guy's a hard worker. I believe he puts on a little bit more to 10 to 15 pounds. I believe he can be successful at the SEC level and further beyond that as well.
Well, he's got the speed, right? I mean, I think that's what we saw there, that we finally got to really see that speed once he busted through the secondary. But here tonight, 202 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. We'll take a break. More from Alexandria Senior High. 42-16, Ash leading Neville. This is Game Time on Your View, presented by McDonald's.
Some traffic leaving this place tonight.
Today, it's not just how much you make that counts. It's how much you keep. At Egan Insurance, protecting your wealth is our major priority. One that comes with a promise that no matter what threatens your wealth, accident, theft, fire, or illness, we'll be there to protect your financial assets just as we have for more than 60 years. Egan Insurance. How those who've made it, keep it.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Well, been a great night for Alexandria Senior High. The students section, they've been in it, blowing those horns here all night. Jeff Palermo, along with Derry Beckwith. As they run it off. Oh, big time hit there as Darbone on fourth down got smashed on that play. That was a huge hit. Some
we tried it.
Were popping on that one. Dylan Bryce was one of the defenders there.
Ball will go over to the
they go on downs. Like,
Tigers.
Neville will get the ball back with a little over 4 minutes to go in this game, down 42-16.
Darbon over 80 yards rushing tonight. Lindsey 219 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it didn't look like Lindsey was gaining that many yards.
Yeah. Until he busted one off for 67 yards. Neville gets the ball back after forcing the turnover on downs. Brock Jordan out there.
And he's brought down. Lost some yards on that play.
Playing very impressive. New running back in there for Neville. And that is Trey Caston, sophomore, getting some action here tonight. In on the stop there defensively, that's Clayton Doyle, a junior linebacker for the Trojans. You know, one of the things here in this game, I've talked a lot about third down, but Ash has not had many second and longs here tonight. We've seen a lot of Neville second and 12. A lot more negative plays offensively for Neville than the Trojans.
Yeah, and that's the key defensively, is to throw them off timing and put them behind the chains. And Ash has been successful all night, as you mentioned, keeping them behind the chains, not letting them pick up 3 or 4 yards on first down and get to second down and 5 or 3rd and 3.
Brock Jordan got another carry, took another big hit. Mike Collins, I'll tell you, this Neville team, they've been through a lot. Losing Jeff Tannehill as the head coach, who had to be replaced in April. Mike Collins was really the natural fit for that. A guy that's coached at several colleges in the state of Louisiana, including LSU, Northwestern State.
And he's down. Brings up a 4th down.
I think it's a 4th down, and this 4th down, they're going to naturally go for it on 4th down, but I would have to punt this ball just to get out of it, because it's 4th and long. You want to punt the ball.
Of course, Mike Collins took over in April, but a few months before that, Neville lost one of its players in a accident that occurred at a campsite in Mississippi. Tarver Braddock, as there was a fire in a camp in Mississippi, and him and several other players were there. Braddock lost his life. They honored him on senior night last week. His entire family was there. Very emotional night. Hearing from Coach Mike Collins talking about how they know that Tarver is still with this team. In fact, when they did the prayer before the game, even the girl who gave the prayer here from Alexandria Senior High said a prayer for Tarver Braddock and his family. They know he's still around here and he's still a presence on this Neville football team. And it is part of their motivation to try to get to the state championship game in his honor. Looks like Ash is going to get into the, it's not your typical formation that you see when you just knee the football. You still do it out of the shotgun formation, but it's just effective, right, Greg?
Yeah, it's just effective. You just you get to burn off a little bit more time back there.
Victory formation here for Ash. This will hurt them in the total yards department, but they'll lose a few yards.
Well, that's why I think they took the quarterback out so he doesn't lose those yards under his stats. Let somebody else take. Let the team take the loss, but don't take them from me.
Impressive performance here for Ash. Close to 500 yards of offense, 484 yards of offense to Neville's 290. And as I mentioned, they started fast. They finished the first half strong. Played very well in the third quarter. Again, set the tone in the third quarter by making sure that Neville did not score on that opening drive of the second half.
Yeah. I like the way they controlled the line of scrimmage too. I mean, they ran the ball pretty effectively, and that led to some really good opportunities in the passing game.
So they'll be hosting some playoff games here tonight, or this next few weeks here at Ash. And they hope to get to the state championship game. Again, they got there in 2020, but that was at Northwestern State, the COVID year. They want to play in the Caesar Superdome, but for now, they can call themselves district champions.
The district champs, I think they both get to take a week off and regroup and get ready for the playoff run.
Going 10-0 in the regular season, playing the schedule that they've played. A very special moment here for Alexandria Senior High, this coaching staff, the players, the fans, the alumni. A very impressive performance here tonight. Certainly looked like one of the best teams in the state.
They look like a team that's ready for the playoffs.
Yes,
I
you're
mean,
right.
You know, offense, defense, they got everything working. So I think they're ready. It's going to be an exciting run in November.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from JT Lindsay, and we'll show you some highlights as well from this one on Game Time.
Thank you for showing up.
I got hurt in a car wreck. Why should I call Gaucher Amade?
Tell him why, Gaucher. Because when you're hurt, you need money. We got a client who injured their head in a wreck, $250,000.
Another of our clients had a very serious back injury, and we got them $1.2 million.
And they deserved every single penny.
We're Gaucher Amade, your go-to lawyers.
If you're hurt in a car wreck, what do? Call 222-2222.
At Resources for Human Development, we understand that navigating the challenges of this world can be daunting. That's why we've partnered with New Orleans' Health Department to launch the Mobile Crisis Intervention Unit, a fourth branch of emergency response. A team of behavioral health professionals will respond immediately to your location to help you resolve your crisis. In our first 6 months, we've responded to more than 1,300 behavioral health crisis calls from the community, and we're just getting started. Learn more at rhd.org.
Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics is now booking holiday appointments. Race to book your child's next cleaning today. Whether they're needing just a quick cleaning, orthodontics, or something in between, our friendly staff will make sure your child is comfortable and taken care of. And our patients under 2 get their first visit free. Now with 2 convenient and kid-friendly locations to better serve you in Lafayette behind Dino's South and Opelousas behind Lily Pad Pediatrics right off I-49. Hurry, call or visit us online to book your child's appointment today.
This time in the car gives me a few extra minutes with these two.
They said a car loan with your credit wasn't possible, but you found a new road to get there.
These little moments mean everything to me.
Hope makes it happen. With credit-building resources and personal support, Hope Credit Union's tailored loan solutions make your life better, no matter your income or credit. Brighter futures begin with Hope.
At Nick's Refrigeration, more goes into servicing your AC and heating system than you realize.
Go! That's it. Good job. Good job.
Bring it higher.
Turn it up, boy. Get it done.
Good morning, Nick's Refrigeration.
Nick's Refrigeration, we are ready to serve your AC heating needs.
Final score from Alexandria Senior High. The Trojans knock off the Neville Tigers 42-16 in a battle of unbeaten teams. Ash wins the District 2 5A championship. It's time now for our player of the game, brought to you by Raising Cane's, and that is J.T. Lindsay, over 100 yards, over 200 yards rushing here tonight. An impressive performance by the LSU commitment.
100 yards, he got that in the second quarter. Good job of running, and just all of his skills were on display tonight. I mean, he used them all.
219 is the official count. 2 touchdowns and a 67-yard touchdown. Let's send it down to Derry Beckwith, who's standing by with J.T. Lindsay.
JT, both teams came into tonight 9-0. It was a lot of pressure in the football game, but it looks like you guys handled the pressure perfectly. What was the success? What was the key for you guys' success tonight?
So we've been through, we worked through it every week. The district round game really got us lit and everything. First, real hype game, and Rustin was maroon, moving forward.
So it looks like this Neville defense throughout the game had you bottled up a little bit, but you kept fighting, kept getting yards. Take us through that 67-yard touchdown run. What did you see and what happened?
I would just keep on working, man. Keep grinding your gears, man. It's going to pop soon. I was just waiting for it.
High school football is probably one of the best memories that you could ever have. I know you're going to LSU to the next level, but this is a moment that you will always remember. It's your senior year. You guys are heading to the playoffs. What would it mean to host that state championship trophy?
Man, I mean everything. You're not known for the player that you really known for the team and the legacy that you built. That's what I'm really rooting for.
Appreciate you, man. Great game.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Absolutely.
Now it's time for our scoring drive of the game, brought to you by Hampton Automotive. Hampton has it as J.T. Lindsay on the big run. This was the first drive of the game. Brought to you by Trapp Chevrolet. Trapp Chevrolet in Houma, where we're always on your side, is the drive of the game. But it's the opening drive of this game, and it just set the tone here for Alexandria Senior High. It was capped off by the touchdown from Carson Sellers to Jimmy Duncan. And really, Neville was never able to really recover after that opening drive. We'll take a break, and then we'll wrap things up from Alexandria Senior High. Trojans, the winner here tonight over the Tigers, 42-16.
I've been driving Mercedes for 15 years or longer. I believe you can get all the bells and whistles in a C-Class. I just like the size. The size fits me.
Lease and save at Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge. Offer ends September 30th.
It's this simple. You have a car and Trapp Chevrolet wants to buy it from you at absolute top dollar. And you don't even have to buy from us. It's true. We want to buy your vehicle. You won't believe how much your vehicle is worth. Just trade your vehicle in or take the cash. And while you're here, choose from our selection of new Chevy cars, trucks, crossovers, and sport utility vehicles at special savings. Find the new Chevy perfect for you and your lifestyle. So hurry in today at Trapp Chevrolet in Houma.
The Baton Rouge Clinic has been taking care of you and your children for over 75 years.
From East Ascension to West Feliciana, from Zachary to Denham Springs, we'll keep you in the game.
From your future stars to your weekend warriors, we'll keep you in the game.
From primary care to urgent care, we'll keep you in the game.
The physicians at the Baton Rouge Clinic want to wish you a healthy and successful season.
The truth is, accidents happen, and they always seem to happen at the worst possible times. It's never convenient to be injured or have unexpected medical bills. You see, the problem is we can't prepare for an accident because we never know when they're going to happen. They happen when we leave them.
As a personal injury attorney, I see every single day how injured someone can be in an accident. So that's why I've been so impressed with the features that the GLC has to offer.
Lease and save at Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge. Offer ends September 30th.
Dominating performance tonight by Alexandria Senior High as they defeated the Neville Tigers 42-16. Jeff Palermo and Greg Bowser with the call for you. We built this one up, two teams 9-0 heading into the regular season finale, but sometimes a team plays nearly a perfect game and then the other team just a little bit off, and I think that's what we saw here tonight. I mean, Neville is better than what we saw here tonight, and Alexandria Senior High, they came out guns blazing and played about as good as you could play with so much on the line here for a district championship in the regular season finale.
Yeah, they showed you why are the district champions, and what they did during the regular season was not a fluke. They can really play. They've got some weapons. Of course, you know, running backs that can do a lot of things with the football, and that's what was exciting. What really got me is the defense. Yeah. The defense came to play. I mean, I thought they really controlled the line of scrimmage, and then the pace of play from the offense really, I think, wore Neville down. Yeah, that up-tempo offense is pretty impressive to watch. Let's take a look at the highlights here. As J.T. Lindsey getting into the end zone for one of his 2 touchdowns here on the night. This was a heck of a play. Best offensive play of the night for Neville. Trenton Dumas laying out to make that catch. Jalen Nichols gets into the end zone. At that point, it was a 14-7 game, but this was a backbreaker too. They dumped the football off here to Darius Washington and just runs past the Neville defense, gets into the end zone. At that point, it's 21-7. Darbon getting into the act here. The backup running back for Alexandria Senior High. Vaughn Darbon, a senior playing on senior night. He was running hard here as well as he gets into the end zone, and he's fired up about it, and he should be. And this was an interesting play, making the catch here in the end is Thomas Campbell that sets up another touchdown run for Jalen Nichols. His second touchdown run of the night, but not enough for the Neville Tigers, who ended up with less than 300 yards of total offense. Well, they did, and you look at what happened, just a rushing yards. The Trojans, 289 yards on the ground. Very impressive. 466 total yards. It was a pretty clean ball game. I think it got a little sloppy toward the end, so you see the nine penalties for 82 yards. But overall, I thought this was a tremendous game. And again, I like what Alexandria did. They ran the football, and they controlled the clock, they controlled the line of scrimmage, and the defense came to play.
Those highlights and stats brought to you by Laborde Earls Injury Attorneys. Call all sevens or visit onmyside.com. Fun night tonight here at Alexandria Senior High. We hope you enjoyed it. Next week, the real fun begins. Postseason football. Not sure where we'll be, but we'll be on the airwaves with it next Friday night at 7 o'clock. For Terry Beckwith, Greg Bowser, I'm Jeff Lermo. Congratulations to Alexandria Senior High, District 2 5A champions, and you saw it right here on YurView.
If it weren't a drink from McDonald's, you wouldn't try this hard.
Right now, order any size frozen drink or iced coffee for just $1.99 or get a medium lemonade for $2.49. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's this simple. You have a car and Trapp Chevrolet wants to buy it from you at absolute top dollar, and you don't even have to buy from us. It's true. We want to buy your vehicle. You won't believe how much your vehicle is worth. Just trade your vehicle in or take the cash. And while you're here, choose from our selection of new Chevy cars, trucks, crossovers, and sport utility vehicles at special savings. Find the new Chevy perfect for you and your lifestyle. So hurry in today at Trapp Chevrolet in Houma.
I got hurt in a car wreck. Why should I call Gaucher Amade?
Because when you're hurt, you need money.
We got a client who needed hand surgery after a car wreck, $200,000.
We're Gaucher Amade, your go-to lawyers.
Call 222-2222. The truth is, accidents happen, and they always seem to happen at the worst possible times. It's never convenient to be injured or have unexpected medical bills. You see, the problem is we can't prepare for an accident because we never know when they're going to happen. They happen when we leave them.
Experience Acadiana's most exclusive steakhouse, Mr. Lester's at Cypress Bayou. Make your reservation today. Space is limited.
Back to Cypress Bayou Casino.
Why should I call Gaucher Amade? Because when you're hurt, you need money.
We got a client who cracked their sternum in a car wreck, $197,000.
We're Gaucher Amade, your go-to lawyers.
Call 222-2222.
Cooking rice just isn't nice. No matter how hard you try, it always comes out stuck on and dry. Until now.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker.
It's the easiest way to make fluffy, delicious rice every time.
Watch. 1, add the white cup for rice. 2, add the blue cup for water. 3, click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it.
White, brown, jasmine, pilaf, basmati, even sushi rice, all cooked just right. The secret is perfect cook technology that surrounds the rice with controlled heat for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops, and keeps it warm to serve.
Rice Robot's so smart it won't burn, overcook, or undercook, guaranteed.
Watch this. Add rice, water, olive oil, salt, 1 large tomato in the center. Click it, cook it, and look, amazing Mediterranean rice that's just bursting with flavor. But how about an egg fried chicken rice meal for the whole family in just minutes?
And rice is just the beginning. Make